That's the Memphis way. If you're 20 years old or 90 years old, come and get cared for the Memphis way. Treatment that's based on your specific needs after a professional clinical evaluation by their experienced board-certified physician. Call the Memphis Men's Clinic today at 901-443-0475 or visit memphismensclinic.com.
Welcome to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane on Sports 56, 98.5 and 96.1. It's time to get your day started. Live from the Family Leisure Studios, here are Pete and Sane.
Well. I'm in no mood. Uh-oh. It's not good. I came in. I saw Zach this morning. I didn't want to talk to that brother.
That's fine. I was just in a no-talking mood anyway.
Zach, I love you, man.
I was actually talking to him. I was actually talking to him, so it's okay. And
me and Peter got the same shirt on. I don't want to talk to you either.
Had a very, very Stephen A. Smith vibe to this morning's situation. That's nice.
Man, I'm mad for real, bro.
Inexcusable. Oh, we're going to talk about it. Last night, if you stayed up to watch, and I'm sure you did, you're up extra early this morning. You didn't get as much sleep as you normally would have. So you're waking up.
And I stayed up for this crap, man. I said, man, I'm going to sleep first quarter.
That's what I'm saying. You're waking up. You hadn't slept. You stayed up late. You are doing whatever you're doing. Good morning, by the way. I'm Peter. He's Sane. That's Zach Seen. Welcome in, everybody. Et cetera, et cetera. Family Leisure Studios.
Man.
Your First Bank phone line, 360-8255. First Bank text line, 70236. First Bank sending a letter, 6080 Mount Moriah, 38115. First Bank fax machine is probably up and running this morning, but I don't know what the number is. But
First Bank fax machine.
It's probably out there somewhere. First Bank message boards are probably up too, as well. If you want to leave a comment there. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, it's all there. Y'all just get after it. Just get after it. That's all I can say. Just get after it, because that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. An inexcusable loss last night by your Memphis Grizzlies, who somehow contrived to lose a game that they had basically controlled the entire night and were in good shape and really played well and had it pretty much where they wanted it for 47 minutes and about 58 seconds. And then they didn't. In the most important 2 seconds of all.
Bro, I went to sleep on this and I was all right, man. I'm back on 10 again now.
Yeah.
Where can I go on my rant, man? I ain't got nothing to say. You got it, man.
Just wait a second. Just wait a second then. Just wait a second. I want to make sure we're set up and good to go. And then you can rant away.
I'm going off on everybody. All of you.
Okay. All right. So just Saints about to go off. So just everybody know that. If you want to get in touch with us, now's the time to do it. Today, weather-wise, it's cooler. It's going to be a little cooler out there, so that's not that much fun either, quite frankly. It's going to be kind of cloudy. And no precipitation expected, but it's just going to be kind of a overcast day, which should sort of mesh nicely with the way that many of you feel.
Yes.
Just a very overcast sort of morning. All right, so lots to get to, obviously, but we're going to spend a lot of time talking about what happened last night in Anthony Sane as the Grizzlies lose 114-113 to the Dallas Mavericks. An incredible buzzer beater, leading all the shows this morning. 1 foot. It really bumped Carlos Rodon's near-perfect game and no-hitter last night for the White Sox. Got bumped because of Luka Doncic's last-second three-pointer. So, Sane, go. You got Sane's music? We gonna hit Sane's music, Zach. I don't know if you. I mean, I feel like this rant might need the music. So it's
No, not that one.
Talking about the
Yes.
3.
We keeping the Memphis, man. I'm trying to set an example for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Give
All-
me to the church.
All
music.
backup music is going to be local for now.
Church
Give me
music.
2 seconds.
Oh, man, this is one of these days, bro. It's one of those nights, bro. I had it set in my mind.
As the Eagles said, one of these nights, one of these crazy nights.
I had it set in my mind. Zach, did you tag me on Twitter? I want the people to see me going off.
Not yet. John Gasaway's coming on. Am I correct?
I mean, try him.
All right, here's the thing, man.
I
Grizzlies
give him
had
a shot. I had to see what happens. We've struggled to make contact with John because he had some stuff. So yeah, just give him a shot. All right. What's the worst that could happen? John's
Here's
a
the
nice
thing.
guy. Dustin Starr coming on at 9.
Dustin Starr, John Gasaway.
Last second shot.
I'm just kind of weighing my options, right? Because last night I'm like, okay, I probably need to go to bed
Missing
early
the free throws.
because as soon as the show's over today, I'm driving to Chicago to see us play the Bulls. It's about a 7.5 hour drive.
Yep.
So when I leave the show, it'll be probably 7 o'clock at night when I get there.
It
I'm
is
gonna make a couple stops.
Super boring drive.
Yeah, I know. So
Until about 30 minutes outside of Chicago. Just terribly boring.
So I'm like, okay, I probably don't need to watch this game at all. I probably need to just go to bed, wake up and see what happened, talk about it, get some rest, get on the road. And this game just kept pulling me in for some reason. We're up by, as many as 6 points. I look up in the fourth quarter and the Jitty lineup is out there. Why we play these crap lineups, I don't understand. Even when they work, they make me mad. Bro, this is a pretty big regular season game. You had the opportunity to catch up with Dallas, put pressure on them. And we're just like, hey, just vibing, just doing what we do. You're up by 5. Kyle Anderson hits a big 3, puts you up by 5, I believe. Ja comes down, just, mic'd up, playing like the game's already over. Takes some BS drive to the basket. Luka Doncic blocks his shot standing flat-footed. And I think if Luka jumped, it probably would have been the same thing. It's about the same amount of height. I had a parlay on the game, too. I had a 9-piece parlay. Every one of them hit. You know which one didn't hit, Peter?
I saw it, so I'm not going to say.
One JV point would have got me paid yesterday. And you know what happened in the final moments of the game? JV and who were fighting for a rebound? Grayson Allen. Grayson came away with the rebound, shooting 2 free throws. JV would have made those free throws, man. I would have got paid. Grizzlies win, we go home. We all celebrate. Grayson, God bless you. I love you, man. I'm praying for you. I've seen you transform in front of my eyes, in front of everybody's eyes. You're no longer a madman. So I'm happy for you. He's the free throw shooting champion, literally. Like there's a championship belt in the locker room that Grayson Allen totes around because he wins the free throw shooting competition after every practice. He's the free throw shooting champion.
Mm-hmm.
Stepped up, missed both of them. All jokes aside, I feel bad for Grayson Allen. Really do, because that's what he does. It's 91%.
Misses free throws?
No, 91% free throw shooting. Missed 2. And you know what I'm haunted by, Peter?
What's up?
Luka Doncic, who was pretty much held at bay the whole game, took the most fat boy shot I've ever seen in my life, and he drained it. Luka Doncic doesn't have a muscle in his body. I have no clue how he's as good as he is. He looks like he works at Sheridan's Frozen Custard. It's the assistant manager. That'll give you an extra.
Now you're just lashing out. There's no point.
He does.
There's no. No, he doesn't.
Luka looks like the manager of the Sheridan's right here on whatever that is up here.
No, he doesn't. He looks like a guy that he looks.
He didn't like no NBA player.
Sure, he does. Have you seen Luka up close? He's 6'8". The manager of Sheridan's ain't 6'8".
Dude's got
I can tell you
cankles,
that. I promise you that.
Not a muscle in his body, flabby. Like, why is this dude so good, man?
He ain't flabby. Number one. Number
And then
2,
he
he's
hit this
6'8".
shot. I'm like, bro, like, but you know what really made me mad, though?
He looks like
No. You know what really made me mad? If the Grizzlies are really trying to make the playoffs, they would have played Jaren Sunday. So he'd have been ready for this game on Wednesday. He could have taken the game off, then he would have been ready. But Jaren's come out here with pajamas on. We screwing around playing Conchar. And now I'm not saying that Conchar lost that game. But when there's a moment when you're up 6.
Conchar did not.
Listen,
Yeah. That's
listen what I'm saying.
No,
when you're up 6 and Luka's on the bench and you're playing like your little weirdo lineups you like to put in, like, put the game away. Jaren's just out there vibing. Melton just out there, chilling. High-fiving. We ain't trying to make the playoffs, bro. Like, there's no way we're trying to make the playoffs. If we're trying to make the playoffs. Jaren would have played Sunday. He'd have been ready for yesterday against one of the games that have been a pivotal game. And then Josh, soon as the game over, you on Twitter.
That one I want to talk about for sure. But suffice to say,
Like, I didn't see anybody on Twitter talking bad about. You saw anybody talking bad about Grayson Allen? Did you see it?
no.
So Josh is out there swinging at an invisible enemy.
Other than make the free throws, which is like
you got to make free throws.
Make your free throws. Like,
I ain't seen anybody say anything. I just said you said the man.
I said make the free throws. I said it was a ridiculous loss, but that's not. I mean, that's not a specific.
No, ain't nobody like
Grayson Allen. It's just
Ain't
nobody's like Grayson Allen sucks. I hate him. Go, all this. No, I didn't see any of that stuff. Now that being said, I went back and looked. Grayson Allen hadn't missed 2 straight free throws since in over 2 years, since his rookie season, since February 28th of his rookie season. He hadn't missed 2 straight free throws in a game since February 28th of his rookie season, 2019. So over 2 years it has been since Grayson Allen missed 2 consecutive free throws in an NBA game. And it just so happened that these were the 2 biggest ones probably of his career to this point, and he missed them both as a 91% free throw shooter. That's the odds against that are pretty crazy.
Peter, I'm gonna say something today. People gonna get mad at me. I'm gonna say it. We're not making the playoffs. We can't win close games. We don't have a closer.
Well, clearly they can't win close games.
We don't have anybody you can just give the ball to and just say go win the game. Coach John's gonna try to go to the basket. They're gonna foul him. They're not gonna call it. And we don't have anybody that can create off the dribble and just go get you a bucket. If we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose the first playing game. We're gonna lose the second one. We'll be out. News before it happens.
Let me just say, this is now Anthony Sain is upset and he's lashing out and he's right and he's right about some things and he's wrong about others.
What am I wrong
That's
about?
okay. I mean, Luka Doncic number 1. Obviously, very wrong about that.
Luka Doncic ain't fat.
2.
Are you saying Luka Doncic ain't fat?
No.
But James Harden is fat.
No. Neither one of them are fat.
So Luka Doncic don't look like he works at Sheridan's.
Again,
you've never seen an assistant manager at Sheridan's that looks like Luka Doncic.
I've never seen a 6'8" assistant manager.
Well, I don't know how tall the dudes are behind the glass. I hope he's not 6'8". I'm talking about just the fat, dough-faced white dude. You never seen that dude working at Sheridan's.
Man, I'm telling you.
How many NBA superstars you seen with a fat face, man? What are we talking about? Why is this dude that good, man?
Because that's look at his fourth quarter, man. Fourth quarter,
he
was just kind of he had 3 points, I think, or 4 points in the first half, and ended up with 29 points, had 25 points in the second half. Couldn't stop him. That's just what he is. He's done it. He's done it.
Oh man, I can't
for years.
Deal with
he's done it for years. Man. That's the bigger thing is that he's done it for years. Like the guy's done it over and over. The Grizzlies are not the only team.
He ain't done nothing for years, but this ain't number year 3. He ain't done nothing for years.
Yeah, but even before
quit hyping up Pasty McGrady like he's somebody awesome, bro. Because he's won nothing. He ain't finna win nothing this year. He ain't gonna get out the first round. So that's like I hear people talking about, you redraft the league.
You redraft
the league. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm taking Luka overall. No, I'm not taking Luka Doncic over the whole NBA. Luka Doncic ain't won
29-9 at 21. Come on, get out of here.
What is he ain't won nothing. He ain't led.
Talked about that's a silly thing to say about a guy who's 21.
Man, get out of here, man.
He's basically Jaws.
Be quiet.
Silliness.
I ain't saying he ain't good. I ain't saying he ain't great.
You just said he's not good. You just said he's not good.
I said I wouldn't take him number 1 overall. I wouldn't redraft the league and take him number 1.
And again, I'm telling you that's silly.
I don't know who I'd take. I wouldn't take him. I'd take Giannis.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know who I'd take. I don't know.
It's just like, I mean, you can.
Jason Tatum. Help pre-COVID Jason Tatum. That's what I take.
Why would you want pre-COVID Jason Tatum over? Again, he's averaging, his career numbers are 26, 8.5 rebounds, 8 assists a game, shooting 46%. What do you not?
He gonna get out the first round this year?
What do you not want about that? Is that so? We're going back to that now. We just had a whole conversation.
I'm just saying
earlier this week about how that's not the measure.
I'm giving Luka all the props in the world. What I'm saying is, it's a great mystery to me that a guy who looks like the assistant manager of Sheridan's on Macon Road is the best player in the NBA. Like that is a mystery to me. I'll never understand it.
Because he makes huge shots. The guy's he's a great clutch player, man. That's what he is. He's done it his whole career.
It kills
his third year. He keeps doing it.
Kills me. He still Pacey McGrady though. Till he got the first round, he's Pacey McGrady.
Did you see what happened with it? Again, he's 21 years old. He's the same age as Ja. You can't. Are you labeling him with all this?
Oh,
stuff?
he's 21 now. Oh, now he's 21. Oh, we really acting like Luka ain't 25 years old? Like, we really going to keep
You're the one who
like
just said he looks like a baby. Well, he just turned 22, to be fair. Like
26.
About a month ago. He turned, so.
If y'all think
You're the one who just said he looked like a baby. You're the one who just said he looked like a baby. You're the one who just said he
looks like he's fat in the face.
Yeah, you know,
that has nothing to do with age.
No, he looks like a little kid. He looks like a little baby. A little fat little baby, if that's what you want to talk about.
It drives me crazy, man. Like, why is this dude so good? Like, why is this dude
Because he drives to the basket. Because he drives to the basket. He's got some of the stuff that Kyle Anderson has, where he changes his speed and guys can't.
He's incredible.
Deal with
like
it.
He
just stops.
But I'm not going to
you
give him
can't deal
all
with
props
it.
because he's still Pacey McGrady. He still ain't never won nothing. So I don't want to hear I don't know what I can say on the radio. Let's not you know.
Yeah, you're right. Tracy McGrady.
Let's not offer him a service.
I agree.
As much as we are right now, because he ain't never did nothing but get put out in the first round or not make the playoffs. So don't start all that.
Foolishness. All of it's
I'm
foolishness.
so mad, bro. Then John, man, y'all.
That's what I'm saying.
You go find another team.
Let's get to that. That's what I say. Don't take out
your phone down.
Don't take out your anger. Don't take out your anger on Luka. It's not Luka's fault. He did what he had to do. That's what it comes.
I'm not taking out anger on Luka. All I'm
saying
is
because you're saying like,
how he's good.
He's not a very good player.
Hey,
I wouldn't.
okay, you're lying.
Stop. Now you're just lashing out.
Now you're lying.
Just lashing out. He looked like the man Sheridan. That one.
Okay,
I got it. You're just lashing out now.
Hey,
lash out on the people that deserve it. Lash out on the people that deserve it.
Let me see if I can find a picture of Sheridan.
Lash out on John Morant. Lash out on John Morant.
Why I already did. Like, why are you on the phone that soon after the game, bro?
Now this is my question.
From the invisible
let's get into that. Let's get into all that. Let's get into all that business. All right. Let's get into all that business now.
Yeah, come on.
So Luka Doncic makes that crazy shot. Makes that crazy shot, right? Now, again, Grayson Allen hadn't missed 2 straight free throws. All he's got to do, the Grizzlies are up 113, 111. All Grayson Allen got to do hit 1 or 2 free throws, and the game's over. So let's just break it down to this. All right. Now we could say one guy didn't lose the game, and that's true. Because, Grayson Allen hit a bunch of threes. If he hadn't hit a bunch of threes, the Grizzlies wouldn't be
yeah, for sure. We've been done.
Nonetheless, if a 91% free throw shooter who is paid to play professional basketball hits 1 of 2 free throws, this game is over, and it's not like whatever. If he hits both of them, it's really over. If he hits 1, it's probably over. It's at least going into overtime. And he hit 0 of them, which opened the door for a win in regulation. Now, the odds against that were astronomical, but here we are. Now, go back 2 or 3 possessions before that. John Morant, after Luka Doncic one-on-one, Ja played the best defense of his entire career, one-on-one defense. Ja's never played better defense in his life. In his life, and Luka scored right over him. Mm-hmm. I mean, just hit an incredible shot, made a great play.
TV game, and he was mic'd up. He don't care.
Exactly, he's mic'd up, and he's like tough bucket. He's like tough bucket. All that, yeah, I heard all that. So what does he do? What does he do? What does he do 1 possession later? He goes down and tries to ISO himself and gets stuffed by Luka Doncic. Gets blocked. Now, what's he doing? Again, a wasted possession down the stretch. There's no point. So you want to go back and 2 possessions before that, you can start to throw Ja there. As you mentioned, after the game, I went back and looked. The game literally ended at 10:58. 10:58 p.m. is when the shot fell from Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
So 10:58 p.m. Ja's tweet was at 11:04.
And nobody was on Grayson like that. If it was
11:04 p.m. So what was the tweet saying? To make sure I get this right,
I'm about to pull it up.
So
trouble. Hold on, give me a second, man. Let me read it. Hold on. If you're a Grizz fan and you're bashing any of my teammates, go cheer for another team. Hunt 100. Boys played their
11:02. 11:02.
Oh, the timestamp.
That's
11:02. 4 minutes.
11:02 p.m. 4 minutes after the game is over.
Oh, I thought you want me to read the tweet. I didn't know you were looking for the time. Yeah, 11:02.
No, I'm looking for the timestamp. I want you to read the tweet, but I even gave John more credit.
Mm-hmm.
Literally 4 minutes
after the shot went in.
After the shot went in. 4 minutes. Now the tweet. Here you go.
All right. It says, if you're a Grizz fan and you're bashing any of my teammates, go cheer for another team. 100 boys played their blank off tonight. The reason we were in position to win the game. I salute you for that, Joe, for having your guys back. But I think you're yelling at an invisible enemy. Like there weren't people bashing Grayson. If anything, you had Mavericks fans maybe in your tweets, but no. You might have saw, come on, man, you got to make free throws. But nobody was like, I'm going to murder Grayson Allen. Like, come on, man. Nobody was doing that crap, man.
But I think somebody in the crowd or a few people in the crowd had to say said something.
Okay.
Like
the nerve of you.
I was on the other side of the court, so I wasn't able to hear or see if anybody said anything. But But yeah, when I saw that tweet, I was like, okay, somebody must have said something that got Ja on Twitter at that quick.
That man got on that joint immediately.
Right. And so,
I think that was combined with the fact that Ja feels like, because Ja is a student of the game, and he analyzes the game, and he knows everything that happens play by play. I think he's also aware that like we talked about, that wasted possession. I think that got to him too, because I think he kind of felt the game was won. So he kind of eased up, like, well, I'm just going to do something cute and whatever. And it did.
Well, I think he got lulled into that one-on-one matchup with Luka, and that's not his game. That's not his game.
I think that bothers him a little bit too. That he wished he could have got that position back. And I'm going off. I'm really just doing this for giggles at this point. But like I am bothered that we didn't bring Jaren back this week, because we could have had Jaren on the court last night. He's out there with pajamas on. He's sleeping on you.
I mean, again, on the one hand, you're like, well,
and I hate our rotations for real. I like they're
playing really well. Grizzlies are playing really well, doing all kinds of stuff, et cetera, all that stuff. That's cool. They are all those things. On the other hand,
just the precautions are getting on my nerves, man. Like D'Angelo Melton's had a sore leg for 2 weeks. Come on, man. What are we doing?
We talked about it yesterday. We'll come back. We'll continue the discussion of the game itself and all that. It's just so many.
I'm in Nobu.
So many issues.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Such a winnable.
We ain't making the playoffs though.
Totally avoidable situation last night.
Sure.
We'll talk about it. We'll continue. 360-8255. You want to dial up? This would be a good time to hit us up on the phone lines. 360-8255, and then of course 70236. On the First Bank text line, First Bank phone line, open here in the Family Leisure Studios. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Get happy with Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. Weekday afternoons from 1 to 3 on Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1.
They've raised the bar again at Homer Skelton Hyundai and Genesis of Olive Branch. I like to say this is the new standard, the way car business should be done. And to prove it, out of 355 dealers in America that sell Genesis cars, the one in Olive Branch, Genesis of Olive Branch, was top 50 in the country, top 10 in the region, and number 2 in the district. And guess what? They want to be number 1. That means there are opportunities out there for you. It's the safest, and every new latest bit of technology that makes the experience of driving a car better, they've got it at Genesis of Olive Branch. If we start with the G70, the highest performing car I've ever owned, all the way to the G80 or the G90, the biggest of the sedans, you'll love everything about the car. If you would like to try the new SUV, the GV80, you call Vinny Gerard at 662-890-6684. He will bring it out to you.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, Orco hard coolers, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps, fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Safety toes, shoes, and great quality hiking boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
Farmers Insurance knows that when you're in the car and that song comes on, yes, that's the one, you have no choice but to pull out your imaginary drumsticks and smash those cymbals and stomp on that kick pedal, which unfortunately is the accelerator pedal. And we covered it. Talk to a farmer's agent who knows a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
Call Chad Gatlin at 901-235-1176 or get a fast quote at memphisfarmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Jeff Allen, my man, what's happening over at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah?
All I can say, Randy, it's the right time to buy your new Kia at Gossett Kia South on Mount Moriah. I've got a 2021 Kia Forte, 41 MPG, or $129 a month lease, just $31.99 due at signing. And a 2021 Kia Soul, $159 per month lease, $30.99 due at signing.
And I see you got 2021 Kia K5 built in America, $184 a month lease, $30.99 due at signing. They're all 36-month leases.
Plus our industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty program. So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, and let's not forget Senatobia, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah, 2680 Mount Moriah, or KiaMountMoriah.com.
All 36-month leases, zero security deposit, $650 acquisition fee, Forte, ME344-837, MSRP $20,655, Soul M777-2135, MSRP $21,130, K5 MG 005560, MSRP $25,725, 10,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage, includes all manufacturer rebates and incentives, PF $695, excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2021. Dealer stock only.
Need to sell your home? You're in luck because I buy houses. All you have to do is call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Grab that pin, 901-406-1101, or just save it in your phone. Bill at I Buy Houses. I Buy Houses buys houses in any area, in any condition, at any time, as simple as that. I Buy Houses is guaranteed to close in 5 days. So if you need your cash fast, just call Bill at I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. Has your house been on the market? Were you just tired of renters? Or is it just time to start over? Well, avoid repairing, cleaning, painting, and prepping your house. Just pick up the phone and call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill at I Buy Houses. If you're in Southwind, South Memphis, North Mississippi, North Memphis, Collierville, if you can hear this, just call my friend Bill at I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101.
Mid-South Hobbies has your favorite model airplanes, boats, race cars, and trains to build. With brands you know like Lionel, LGB, and a large selection of Traxxas radio-controlled trucks, cars, and boats. Mid-South Hobbies has all the accessories to make them complete, with thousands of paint colors to make them shine. Reach the sky with rockets and kites, or reach deep into your imagination with action figures, comic book superheroes, and fantasy quest games. Get passionate about your hobby at Mid-South Hobbies. 4862 Summer Avenue, open 7 days a week. Call 901-682-9402.
Listen Sundays at 11 a.m. to join Idlewild Presbyterian Church for worship. Idlewild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
Sports 56 traffic.
In DeSoto County, we're dealing with an accident. We're dealing with a road closure on Woodland Lake Drive between Lakeview Drive and Cypress Drive. Today will be closed from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's Woodland Lake Drive between Lakeview and Cypress. Also, we're dealing with an accident on I-40 westbound after Watkins Glen due to a tractor-trailer fire. The right lane is blocked there. And also, we're dealing with a crash on Hacks Cross Road at Shelby Drive. And then an accident on Plow Boulevard south of Winchester has been cleared. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
I know your anger. I know your dreams. I've been everything
Yeah.
you want.
They don't know about that, bro.
What would CM Punk say about all this?
I don't know. He'll go on a rant like what I just did and asking how the dude that works at Sheridan's on Macon Road beat us again. Bro,
You
you're
got
in denial,
Sheridan's
man. Like,
phenomenal.
I can
player.
go anywhere in Memphis, any
Sheridan's
suburb.
guy is incredible right now.
I can go to Five Below anywhere and find somebody, an employee that looks like Luka Doncic. But he's also the best player in the NBA. Make it make sense to me.
He just
You remember that show, My
made
Secret Identity? How dude was like
He just made it made sense to you.
And Dylan plays
that's what
such
it
good
is.
defense.
It's like saying, well, he did. He played great defense until the end. He didn't play great defense on that last possession, but neither did
He did.
JV.
He threw up an
Neither did
impossible
JV.
shot, man. How you figure he didn't play good defense? Like, the dude was falling down taking the shot and just threw up some garbage in the lane.
He got the ball
Man, shut up.
within a step of the 3-point line.
Man, saying that Dylan didn't play
And
good defense.
JV's supposed to be over there to help too, and JV was. I mean, why was JV in the game?
Is JV ever
Again,
out
that's
there to help?
Is another.
That's
another
a good question. Why was JV even
Another
in the
good question. Why was JV in the game at that point? And again, he didn't offer the help. Dylan Brooks played phenomenal defense throughout the game. I mean, he had several possessions where he's just really, really good. But I mean, if we're going to nitpick, it's certainly no one would ever blame Dylan Brooks in a million years.
You know who would have been there?
loss.
Who would have closed out at the end of the game?
Who?
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah, well, I mean, the other thing is Dylan. Like, if you're bodying him up, he took a kind of a bad angle on him. He bodied him up. He allowed Luka to kind of take that one leg and turn the corner and just fling one up. And JV should have been there. Again, he ended up getting. Now, obviously, it was a crazy shot, but he ended up getting a clean, free look. At the very least, you want to make him have to
Fall
step back, go backwards. He was going towards the basket with a clean look at the basket. Grayson Allen was well screened and the whole thing. Like I said, you're nitpicking if you're starting to get in all that stuff. But I mean, technically, that was not the right.
Luka was just being Luka, man.
He hit an amazing shot. However, he should never had that opportunity to take that shot. That's the point. Going back, and I was just looking it up, and I just tweeted it. But Grayson Allen, I mentioned he hadn't missed 2 free throws consecutively in a game since his rookie year, February 2019. He hadn't. Prior to last night, he was 15 of 16 in fourth quarter free throws when the game margin was 5 or less. So in close games, in fourth quarters, historically, he'd been right on his average. He's a 91% through shooter. That's pretty much what he was shooting in those situations throughout his career. So for him to miss 2 is extremely unusual. You could say, did he choke? I mean, who can say? Just one of those things, man. Every now and then something weird happens, and it was incredibly costly at that moment. That was not the time to start messing with that. But there were plenty of reasons why the Grizzlies lost that game.
A lot of
and as you point out, and I think like I said, Joe Molinax tweeted me and said he thought the Knicks game was worse. I think the Knicks game was worse, in many respects. Like that game they just
that
played
Mavericks
with.
game we never got away from them. Like we had a pretty comfortable lead enough to win the game, but it was never like
I mean, the Mavericks game was more of a gut punch as far as like how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just a real kick in the groin. But in terms of like a totally unacceptable loss, the Knicks game was even higher. I mean, they totally played with that game. They totally just played around with that game. Yeah, we can talk about the rotations, and it's the thing is that his rotations, as goofy as they can be, have been consistent. They were consistent last night. That's what they are. They've been consistently goofy.
If we consistently don't stretch out
it's
leads
not like
when
it's
we need to.
it's not like it's unusual for them. And again, though, that lineup was fine last night. They didn't. They didn't give up they didn't give up a bunch of garbage. Part of the issue was once again, Ja defensively was a mess for much of the game. He got better in the second half, and in the fourth quarter, he was a little more locked in. But first half, it was just all over the place defensively. Kyle Anderson had a really bad game.
Oh, man. Kyle was
for him,
terrible.
by his standards, he was terrible. And Brandon Clark should have probably had those minutes at the end of the game. Now, Kyle did hit a big three.
Yeah.
But Brandon Clark probably should have had those minutes at the end of the game.
I think Brandon should have been
that
final play of the game. Brandon should have been your center. He should have been out to.
Yeah, and JV didn't need to be out there for that sequence because that's not really what it's all about. Jonas missed 3 free throws. You want to start nitpicking free throws? He missed 3 free throws.
One of them would have got me paid. One of them
would have mattered. One of them would have got you paid.
Man,
that's the frustration of the parlay, man. Just,
man.
Although I hope you have same game parlay insurance because if you just miss by one, then you'll get that money back in site credit.
I thought that's a one-time thing.
No, you every day. Every day. Yeah.
You know how many one legs I done lost? I'm just giving these folks money.
Make sure you get on.
Man, bro, I am in no mood this morning at all, bro.
Get on that same game parlay.
What you got to pay extra to get it?
No. I'm
about to file a grievance with you, FanDuel.
What do you mean grievance with you?
Folks owe me like $100 probably in parlays that I lost on one leg.
No, they don't. They tell you what it is.
I'm gonna say, let me speak to Big Head. Let me speak to
click on
Big
it. Click on it. When your account, it says same game parlay insurance. If you click on it, then you at one time per day, one time per day.
You're joking.
One parlay per day, you get that thing back if it's one leg off, and it's at least. It has to be at least. There's a couple of things that it has to be. It has to be at least 3 legs or 5 legs. I can't remember which one it is. And then it can't be too outrageous or it can't be too obvious of a bet. If the parlay has like a minus 700 bet in it or something like that's like super definitely going to happen, like John Morant scores 5 points in a game, then like that doesn't work either. But other than that, if it's as long as they're just like reasonable bets and all that, then yeah, you can every single.
Didn't know that. I'm gonna say I'm here with Peter Edmondson. Give me that folks owe me about $100 for real. No, I ain't gonna say that much. I kind of got a gambling problem.
I had to talk to the folk. I had to talk to the customer service one time because I put the money and they handle it really quickly. So,
but you're hashtag big head, so you.
No, but I didn't pull any strings. I wasn't like calling the.
You just came as yourself. You didn't come as as yourself. No. You just came as
I just was like a regular person. I was like a regular user of the site. I was like, I sent them an email on the regular customer service email, and they got back to me within like an hour. It was quick. So
Zach brought up a good point over the break too.
Worst they can say is nope.
Right, and you lost your money. Zach brought up a good point. And also Carmen, one pretty pearl on Twitter, brought the same point as well. Kyle did the same thing. Carmen? Yeah, Kyle, he didn't do it immediately after the game. Like John's dad didn't throw him the phone like an alley-oop as soon as the game was over. But Kyle tweeted out, that the fans need to chill too. So it makes me think that something happened, not on Twitter or not something happened at the arena. That's what it makes me feel like. That there's something that he was talking directly to fans.
It could well be, but again, I'm just.
And I'm gonna say this: if that's the case, like it's a privilege to be in an arena. Period. Right now, if you end up being an idiot, you need to get dealt with.
I genuinely don't think that there is a. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure that happened. Other than somebody saying that make the free throws, I think fans are perfectly within their right to say make the free throws.
Why?
Or to express frustration.
Why? What right? Why do you have a right to just say something dumb to the guy on your team just because he didn't do what you wanted him to do? All right, next time I go to the game.
That's called being a fan.
No, it's called that's called being a jerk. That's what it's called, man. You know what? Next time I go to a game, I'm gonna say, "Hey, Sheridan, assistant manager, go easy on us this game." Pasty McGrady.
You could. I'm sure he's heard worse for years. That's fine. Heckling, as long as it's within reason. Now, again, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I think you got to be, try to be empathetic to guys. But if you're a fan and you say make the free throw, I don't think that's not out of the realm of.
Why do you need to say that? You think he doesn't realize? Yeah, man.
You just came on here and we talked about how the frustrations of guys. You've been ripping on John Conchar all season long, talking about how terrible he is.
I'm not going to say that to his face.
You think he's not a teammate? You think don't like Jitty? You haven't seen Jared Jackson Jr. wearing Jitty
Oh,
stuff?
yeah.
You gonna sit out here
I
and
want a Jitty
rip?
shirt.
So it's okay to rip like some teammates, but not others?
I
Get
want a
out of here.
Jitty shirt,
Stop.
but I have a problem with him playing 9 minutes and Bane playing
Yeah, but
16.
take it up with the
I have a
coach. Don't take
problem
it up with him.
Exactly.
Take it up with the
Why
coach.
am I going to tell Grayson Allen, hey, man,
And then he's going to get, and then you're going to say Taylor Jenkins played, and then John's going to be like, if you against my coach, I'm coming. No, people, that's silly. Unless somebody said some profanity or something, that's called being a professional. People pay good money to watch games, and you lost a game that you should have won. People are going to be upset. They're going to be frustrated. That's life. Just walk back there. Understand that fans
That don't
are
mean
fans.
it's cool, man. Just because, it's not.
I didn't say it was cool, but it's not. But it's not abnormal. It's not like it's not.
What do you game?
Disgusting.
Come on,
it's
come on,
not
Grayson, you gotta
terrible.
make your free throws.
Disgusting.
You gotta make your free
Yeah,
throws,
that's-
Grayson.
I think somebody would have been well within their right to say that.
Man, if I was a player, I'd have been fired.
I'm not saying you should have said that, but that's fine. I think
Come
it's
on,
fine to say.
Grayson.
As long as you don't like use profanity or some kind of a slur or something like that, then it's a whole different thing.
Looking at the facts, something stupid might have happened to trigger. If Kyle was triggered,
Exactly. I mean, if somebody said like a slur or like you cursing him out and all that, okay, that's ridiculous, totally ridiculous. But he knows. He knows.
that's
And
what I'm
as a
saying.
fan,
So
like,
what's the point of saying it? Like he realized he's
saying what's the point of saying all these guys? What's the point of doing any of the stuff the fans do?
Peter, you done came
It's
on
like
here.
you're just being a fan. You
defended Luka Doncic, who looks like an assistant manager at Sheridan's,
because he's an incredible player.
But I can't say that. But people can talk about their own team and just jump on just because they paid their money.
What I'm saying is that's not on you. If you're a professional athlete and you're getting heated because somebody just says like make your free throws, then you got to get a thicker skin. That's part of being a pro. You're going to hear stuff from your own fans. How many times have the fans booed the Grizzlies in their home stadium for bad play? Like that's life.
I just think that's trash though. Like, dude,
fans pay a lot. I agree.
It was
but
like 100
fans
of y'all
pay a
in
lot
there.
of money. You pay a lot of money. You're disappointed. You have the right to express that to a point. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm not saying I would do it. I'm not saying I would tell my kids to do it. I would not.
We have the right to do a lot.
You have the right. You have the right to do it, and it's not totally unreasonable to do it.
We got the right to do a lot of stuff. It don't mean
I agree,
trash.
but just the point being, if that's going to bother you as a professional, then you need to tighten up mentally. You got to tighten up mentally. That's just how it is. You're going to hear a lot of stuff from sometimes your own fans, more often than not the other team's fans. You're going to hear a lot of stuff. And you got to that's part of it. And sometimes it sucks. And I'm not saying people are right to do it, but you're going to hear some weird stuff.
Yeah.
You got to accept it and roll with it. And you can't be on Twitter 4 minutes after the game's over, before you even had time to digest anything. And probably before, and that's before knowing
Before
Taylor
you even
Jenkins.
checked on
That's
the
before. That's before Taylor Jenkins has even come in and said his
Addressed the
post-game
team,
stuff, because he takes he and the coaches meet before he comes in and talks about the game after the game is over directly. So
Right.
he hadn't even probably come in and done
it's crazy because they didn't do the dap offs, the jersey swaps. Like how did you get all that done so fast, John? Like you had
it's crazy. It's crazy
because they don't just
that's
go.
what I'm
They don't
saying.
leave the bench and go
Crazy.
straight to the locker room. It's like I don't know. That's weird. Like he got that joint done in record time.
That's what I'm saying. It's just that's not good mentally. That's not good, man. You don't need to be in that frame of mind. It's not. That's not going to help you. That's not going to help you. Don't be seeking it out. I think to me that's somebody seeking it out. That's somebody seeking out. Either something happened in the arena, and I would think people would hear it very easily because there aren't that many people in the arena. So I would think people would know if somebody was saying something out of pocket. I would think we would have known about that real quick, and there would have been a scene in the arena. Like somebody would have been like, Zach, you were in the arena, right?
Yeah, but I was on the other side, so I didn't.
But you probably would have heard it if it was so. There's only like 1,000 people.
Peter, come on, man.
I mean,
it ain't that quiet in there.
Yeah, by the time the horn
it's
off,
pretty quiet. Like you
it's
compared
quiet.
to a normal arena, it's pretty quiet. Like you can, if something was that out of pocket.
No, I'm
there's
saying
enough
to the
people
Pac-Man,
around
Zach
that
would have heard
person
it across the arena. No,
right? No. I'm saying he would have heard like some commotion. He would have heard something going on.
There would have been commotion, but it wasn't
because enough people would have heard like what he said. Like other fans would have been like, "Hey, man, because I've had that happen before where I've seen people say something crazy and all the other fans immediately hone in on that one person, or the rest of the players. If somebody had been like, MF, great, like the other players would have come up pretty quickly. And have Grayson's back. Yeah. None of that happened. I think he just was on social media immediately. And just popped off
before
it
happened. Before
it even happened. Like I don't know. I have a feeling if something was that crazy out of pocket, you would have heard about it somewhere else,
I think,
other than that.
Again, like I was on the other side of the court, and by the time I saw Josh tweet, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, somebody must have said something spicy to whoever, probably to Grayson, or they probably said like, man, like Grayson, you make me lose money this game, or something like that. Something like it, nothing like crazy enough to like.
Yeah,
bring...
that's not, that should be
right.
That's fine. If I'm not saying am I saying it's the right thing to do? No, but it's perfectly normal fan behavior to say stuff like that. I got texts from I got friends of mine who are Grizzly fans. You know, I got like the media chat line, I got the fan chat line, I got all these other, all these texts. I got group texts coming in left and right. And the Grizzly fan group text is full of like, man, make your free throws. Come on, that's ridiculous. Choke the game away, etc. That's fans.
That's amongst fans talking though, man. But what's the point of you saying it to Grayson Allen? Like, what are you gaining?
But I'm saying if you're just saying it like in the arena, like, come on, man, make it like you could even just be saying it like just blurting it out.
It had to be something they said like to Grayson.
But it's like, again, I'm not saying it. Is it? But is it?
I got somebody just texted me and said that they called. They said that Grayson's mother is an uncircumcised Philistine. So I'm lying. I'm lying.
Wait, what? That's what I'm saying. See, that's ridiculous on both counts. It's ridiculous. So anyway, point being, it shouldn't be so freakish that like you would like go immediately to your phone and like start tweeting out.
That
like,
was strange.
I'm not saying it should happen, but it's not unusual. I mean, you telling me that like people didn't rip on Tony or Zach or Mark or Mike for various things. At some point, one random idiot is going to say something.
In the empty arena,
you can't let that like you can't let that like
you said. You can hear everything clear. You're in an empty arena.
You can't let that. You're a professional athlete. You have got to. Then we got to get this sports psychiatrist. We got to get.
I just don't understand how like you went on this like 30-minute thing like about this, but I can't say that Luka looks like the assistant manager of Sheridan. Like I mean,
you can.
How dare you say Luka Doncic is out of shape? What are you talking about?
I mean, I'm just protecting you from yourself. The man played like 34 minutes of NBA game and was incredible in the last.
Still fat.
I'm just protecting you from yourself. I'm just protecting you from yourself.
So you're saying that fat people can't play a professional sport? Because I know a whole league that needs to shut down.
I'm saying fat people can't play basketball particularly well. No, as guards especially. As bigs, they could just about do it every now and then for a certain amount of time.
I'm literally squeezing my lips right now, not to say what I want to say.
They can't. Okay. I'm just trying to help you. I'm just.
No, man. Like, quit trying to act like
we got to go back. We got
killed by a fat dude yesterday. Like, dude took a fat boy shot, falling down, floater runner goes in from 3.
Just silliness. Come on, man.
Quiet, man. I know you. Oh, I get it.
Ridiculous.
Fat white guy defends. I got you, brother. I got you, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
I ain't mean it. My bad, bro. I ain't mean. I get it now, man. My bad. It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Thank you.
It's good. It's good.
Come on, man. Gives me hope.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Can't be
but
doing
I
that
do.
to me.
But
doing that to me personally, it's unbelievable.
But I do know one thing, and we can take this to the break. I think Sane is right.
Thank you, Zach.
About what?
Everything I've ever said, ever.
It's a dangerous thing to say, Zach. You gotta be a little more specific.
I'll be specific after the break.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We need to take a break. We'll come back. We'll hear what Zach's probably wrong about when we come back in the Family Leisure Studios. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Sports Time with Wallow and Stacks. Weekdays from 3 to 6 on Sports 56, 98.5 FM and 96.1 FM.
Upgrade your commute at Acura of Memphis. Seize the thrill and test drive one of our award-winning models, each packed with cutting-edge technology, luxurious amenities, and a driving experience that's sure to awaken your inner self. Driving shouldn't be a chore, it should be an adventure. Advance your drive today, shop our aggressive lease and finance options now, luxury is waiting at Acura of Memphis, or shop online 24/7, visit AcuraofMemphis.com.
Hey, sports fans, if you're looking for auto body work for for your car or truck, 3A Collision in Bartlett has you covered. We are factory certified with 13 different manufacturers, including GM, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Infiniti, Nissan, Acura, Honda, Hyundai, Kia, and Fiat. We're the only GM certified collision repair shop in the greater Memphis area. 3A Collision is proud to be voted Memphis Best Collision Repair by the Commercial Appeal 3 years in a row. 3A Collision specializes in performing proper repairs using specific manufacturer guidelines. We're a locally family-owned business, and we genuinely care about the well-being of our customers. Certified repairs are safe repairs. Why trust anyone but the best? At 3A Collision, no need for an appointment. We always have trained and courteous estimators available for you. 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. At 3A Collision, we're all about the best customer service and quality of our workmanship. 3A Collision, 6420 Summer Avenue. Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Join us and get vaccinated on Friday, April 16th and Saturday, April 17th during our community vaccination days at the Pipkin Building from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Receive a $20 Kroger or Walmart gift card, Grizzly swag, and BOGO McDonald's coupons while supplies last. Join us and get vaccinated on Friday, April 16th and Saturday, April 17th during our community vaccination days at the Pipkin Building from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. This Friday and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Pipkin, located at the Liberty Bowl Stadium.
You ready for a new ride? We Gossett and Gossett Kia Covington Pike, and Bobby J is the man to put you in a new Kia today. It's less than $5 a day. 2021 Kia Forte, $129 a month lease, $31.99 due at signing. Find your soulmate with 2021 Kia Soul, $159 a month lease, $3,099 due at signing. And 2021 Kia K5, built in America, $184 a month lease, $3,099 due at signing. All 36-month leases. Plus, peace of mind you can trust with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike. Shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today.
If you want it, we Gossett and Gossett Motor Cars.
36-month leases, 0 security deposit, $650 acquisition fee, Forte, ME344, $837, MSRP $20,655. Sold M777, $2135, MSRP $21,130. K5, MG 005560, MSRP $25,725. 10,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage, includes all manufacturer rebates and incentives, PF $695. Excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2021. Dealer stock only.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
What was Sane right about?
Yeah.
So far, I'm hearing he's about 1 for 5 today. So
everything I dropped today was heat. Find the line what I was saying today.
I already did. We already did several times.
No,
anyway,
for real. No, come on, Zach.
What you got, Zach?
No, cause Sane brought this up a couple of months ago, and then like
Yeah,
in
that's what I'm talking
in my mind, I'm thinking to myself like, no, I've never seen it. I personally never seen it until yesterday came through.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jeff Goldberg. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at a tweet. Said this Doncic and Zion must hit the same buffets. Of course. Of course. Another mystery. Why is Zion so good? And Zion need a haircut so bad. Yes, I'm like Zion. You can't have designs and let it grow out, man. He look horrible on TV. Anyway, you got the little boy haircut and then need to get it cut. And you a millionaire. Go ahead, though.
So
my bad.
I don't like is there a secret pipeline to Dallas?
What you mean?
From Memphis to Dallas?
Whoo! I know where you going. Because some of y'all was more excited about Luka than y'all was the Grizzlies. I ain't going to say who y'all is, but
is
let y'all
Is there? I'm not trying to cast shade. Like, if that's your team, that's your team. But like, is there a pipeline directly to Dallas from Memphis? Because in my mind, I'm thinking 100-mile radius around the city of Memphis, the Grizzlies have a strong foothold in that area.
Yeah.
I can't count. I was not near the front lobby, but the area that I was in, I was seeing a whole lot of 77 jerseys.
Man, y'all be caping for Luka though. I had Grizzly fans like hitting me with the Luka meme after the game. It's like, dude, what happened? Where am I? I get it though.
Don't get in like. Dude's
Like
like
the-
one of the best players in the league. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
like-
saying like, well, I can't. Like, is there a pipeline to Oakland because they got a bunch of like Steph jerseys, or, LeBron jerseys?
Hey,
or,
y'all was super excited about
Giannis jerseys. Is there a pipeline to Milwaukee? I see plenty. I mean, like he's a
Tell the
big
truth though,
stars. You
Luke,
go
when
see them.
Luka hit that shot, you still got excited, dude. Tell the truth. You forgot.
No, I didn't know what to do.
You forgot you rock with the Grizzlies. I already know it. A lot of y'all didn't know what to do. For real. Luka's the man, bro. But I'm not gonna act like he don't like to do it right.
It was a crazy situation. I didn't know. First of all, I was like, did he even get that off? And then you trying to figure out, was it a three? It was such a weird. It just was weird. Like time stopped for a second. Like even the players didn't know what to do. They were kind of just standing there for a second, like, what the hell was that? Did that go in? So I mean, that's the whole situation. People are going to like a guy that's really good. That's part of it.
I almost choked, man. Man,
what am I missing?
Man, I almost died laughing when you said that. But that pause you threw in there, man. I'm messing with you. And I've said this before, man. Peter, let's be real. All jokes aside. No. I'm not saying
genuinely
this is you.
confused right now.
I'm not saying this is you. But every race, creed, culture in the world cheers for people that represent them in sports or politics, whatever we're doing. Why is it that white people pretend that they don't do this? And like it's just the worst thing in the world to do. Like it's we get it. When Tiger Woods wins, hey, we all win. Come on, man. Like, why do we act like this like a thing? Like it's not a thing. But my white brothers are the only ones who act like, oh, no, we don't do that. Yeah, you do. Everybody does it. Like, so why wouldn't y'all do it?
Well, I mean, I'm sure that's a big part of it. I don't. I already told you. I already talked to you about that.
I hate to have you
before.
speak for a whole race of people, but
I know. I got to
I've
speak
had
for.
people
I
have
gotta speak
legit
for the
arguments
whole.
about me like, no, it has nothing to do with it. Yeah, it does, dude. Like, you didn't even know who Luka Doncic was 2 years ago.
I mean, that's fine. Sometimes people ask you to speak for all black people. I have to speak for all white people. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to me. But that's the way it goes sometimes. That's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, man. I think white people sometimes it's they see that nature of representation as inherently racist because in other walks of life,
that's not racist, bro. Like that's fine.
You didn't let me.
And
finish
since when do white people care about being labeled as racist?
The ones that you're talking about right now are concerned about it. Somebody that would reflexively like say like, oh, that's not me, is concerned about the way that appears, right?
Because they're the same people that'll say just comply. So I don't want to hear that crap.
No, they're not.
I'll never go to another Tigers game with these Black Lives Matter racist helmets. They don't care about that.
All right. Just do you. Hey, just do. Hey, I got you. Just do you. We'll come back. We'll talk about it. Hour number 2. We got to take a break.
I got you, fam.
I can't. I got no thought. I can't get a thought out. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. We'll come back in hour number 2. We'll see if we can catch up with John Gasaway, talk about this transfer situation. We'll get into a whole lot more of this, too, because there's still a lot of meat on this bone from last night. We'll continue. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, next 6-1.
Hi, folks. Bob Burkham for Sunrise Buick GMC. You know Sunrise has the best selection, price, and has financing for everyone, but did you know you can bring your vehicle to Sunrise's award-winning service department no matter where you bought it? Maintenance, engine, transmission, brakes, or tires, bring it to Sunrise. Need body work? Tell your insurance agent you want to bring it to Sunrise. Schedule an appointment at sunrisememphis.com, Covington Pike, Bartlett, and Collierville. Check out the all-new Sunrise Truck Corral. Huge selection of nothing but trucks. All makes, all models, all prices, all trucks, all the time. Next to Sunrise Wolf Chase.
First Bank is here to help you, whether you're a business looking for a loan to expand or refinance an existing one, a homeowner looking for a mortgage or home equity line, a consumer wanting to finance your dream car, or wanting a competitive rate on your CD deposits. Let First Bank try to handle your banking needs. Stop into one of First Bank's 3 local branches today: 6482 Poplar Avenue, just east of International Paper, 8398 Highway 64 across from Wolf Chase, and 6280 Highway 64 in Oakland. Or check them out online at firstbankonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
They've raised the bar again at Homer Skelton Hyundai and Genesis of Olive Branch. I like to say this is the new standard, the way car business should be done. And to prove it, out of 355 dealers in America that sell Genesis cars, the one in Olive Branch, Genesis of Olive Branch, was top 50 in the country, top 10 in the region, and number 2 in the district. And guess what? They want to be number 1. That means there are opportunities out there for you. It's the safest, and every new latest bit of technology that makes the experience of driving a car better, they've got it at Genesis of Olive Branch. If we start with the G70, the highest performing car I've ever owned, all the way to the G80 or the G90, the biggest of the sedans, you'll love everything about the car. If you would like to try the new SUV, the GV80, you call Vinny Gerard at 662-890-6684. He will bring it out to you.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets, with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli, with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
The Jeep Celebration and Ram Truck Month is still going strong at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. Check out 2021 Jeep Renegade Sport, $22,490 or $287 a month. Command the road in your 2021 Dodge Charger XST. We Gossett at $29,499 or $394 a month. And if you're ready for some adventure, 2021 Fiat 500 X-Pop all-wheel drive, $21,990 or $279 a month. And they're not leases, you own them. We Gossett all at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike, so drive past the rest and come to the best. 1901 Covington Pike, or shop online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Almost financed through Chrysler, all 3,500 cash down, 75 months at 4.11 APR. Renegade MPM 44,788, MSRP 26,240. Charger MH5 12,542, MSRP 32,860. 500X MP 88,7786, MSRP 26,830. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/21 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, W253DF Memphis, and WIVG Tunica Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Sports 56 traffic.
We got work. We're working a couple of accidents this morning. Working an accident on Germantown Parkway at Trinity Road. Also Watkins Street at Overton Crossing. And in that same direction as well, they have closed off I-40 after Watkins Street due to the overturned tractor trailer. So if you're getting off of Watkins, you're dealing with the traffic of the overturned traffic trailer and the accident on Watkins Street at Overton Crossing. Keep that in mind. Take it easy out there. And also down in DeSoto County, Woodland Lake, between Lakeview and Cypress, that area is closed from 8 to 3 p.m. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
You think you know me?
On this day, I see
Welcome back. Hour number 2 is here in the Family Leisure Studios. My name is Peter Edmondson. He's Anthony Sane. It's the Zach Scene producing the program. Another guy whose appearance you have criticized
Who?
harshly is
Castaway?
Edge.
Oh, Edge. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, Edge.
You know,
looks horrible.
That's Edge's music. Another guy who's you have ripped.
Looks
for
like
looking
Jesus
terrible.
on the cross, post giving up the ghost.
I mean,
right.
It's that bad. To be honest with you, they made it look great. I don't know if it's.
Oh man!
Welcome in everybody as we continue hour number 2 of the program. It's going to be a overcast day, and that sort of suits the mood after an improbable collapse at the end of the game last night for the Grizzlies. Luka Doncic hitting a leaning one-legged crazy three at the buzzer to win the game, 114-113 for the Dallas Mavericks, and Grayson Allen missing 2 free throws. 91% free throw shooter, missing 2 free throws improbably. Hasn't done that in over 2 years. It's a cruel game sometimes. So that's why we try to help ourselves feel better by bringing on our good friend John Gassaway, who joins us to maybe talk a little bit about some happier topics, some happier subjects. It's been a moment since we've spoken to you, John. I hope you're feeling well. You're getting vaccinated. You're getting yourself feeling good. I hope things are well. How are you?
I'm excellent, thank you. How are you all?
Good, man. How you doing?
We're all just
Good,
trying to make
good.
it, man. It's just things happen. It's life. It's tough loss last night. I don't know if you saw the end of that game, but that was a tough one for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, to be a fan is to suffer. I got some stories.
It is true. It is true. It makes you wonder, like, why do we put ourselves through all this mentally? So, but we haven't even had a chance to chat since the national championship game a week and a half ago, and since Baylor took Gonzaga to the proverbial woodshed in the championship game and played spectacularly, and won themselves a national championship. And John, the matchup did not necessarily live up to the Titanic clash hype that we expected necessarily from Baylor and Gonzaga, but Baylor certainly did. How well does that performance rate? And given the COVID shutdown and the fact that, but for that, they may not have lost, do they not deserve the same kind of highly touted plaudits that we were given to Gonzaga?
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much pressure on the title game to be great, and this one, it wasn't particularly competitive at any point. Gonzaga never looked like they were actually going to win. I enjoyed it nonetheless because Baylor was just so darn impressive. They, as you said, they took the number 1 team, undefeated team, which were clearly the superior side, and they were playing basketball the way it was meant to be played. I don't know. I thought it was a different type of entertaining game than the closely contested Gonzaga UCLA classic of a game before. This was a different. This was just a salute to the Bears' dominance and Mitchell, Butler, Teague. These guys are playing the right way. And I thought it was a delight to see. Shot volume is what they were all about, and they just never committed turnovers. And especially against Gonzaga, of course, they just dominated the offensive glass. My gosh, Mark Vital had himself a game, getting second chances. So all in all, a fun night and a big salute to Scott Drew and the Baylor Bears. They were the best team this year.
Well, they won comprehensively in that game, and the way they played. We've talked about this here locally because it's kind of, I don't know. It feels like we're close to a paradigm shift or a change in the way that the game is organized to some extent, because the amount of transfer players who have had impact not only at Baylor, Gonzaga, You go up and down the list, pretty much every team that made a significant run this year did so with, look at the Johnny Juzang and UCLA. I mean, there's transfers left, right, and center, and with the NCAA set to approve, one-time transfers across the board, how does that change team building and team analysis when there is to be so much movement within players and from players who are going from team to team in the course of a 4-year career?
Right. There's a couple different things happening at the same time here. Of course, the seniors have the option due to the pandemic to come back. They get another year of eligibility. That's different from saying, there'll definitely be a scholarship waiting there for you. That's not necessarily the case, but in theory, they do have eligibility. So there's that. But then what you mentioned rightly, as recent as yesterday, the NCAA gave preliminary approval to something that will last much longer, and that is a one-time transfer with immediate eligibility for any player. So in your career, you get, in good the Deer Hunter movie fashion, you get one shot, and you can transfer at one time and you'll be immediately eligible. So that would change things, and I'm very much in favor of that. I think that's right and proper that you should get to do that one time, and that will not, of course, change the number of scholarships that are available. That's a fixed number out there. And particularly, it won't change the number of minutes that are available, which is what players are all chasing after and what they want. But it could have the potential to restructure, for lack of a better term, the market for those minutes and how that works. You might see more of a progression where it is tougher for, obviously, the greatest high school seniors, the top rated ones. It'll still be the same for them as it's always been. But maybe the guys outside of the top 100, maybe it is more difficult now for them to land at a name brand program, and they do have to prove their chops, at a mid major, and then make their way, via transfer to the top programs. There have already been some coaches off the record saying, I've got 3 or 4 scholarships available, and I'm looking for experienced college players. I'm not looking for a high school senior to recruit. So it could change things a bit. Again, you only get to do this once, so it's not going to be every player every year is transferring. That's not mathematically possible. But it could tip the balance in a good way, and obviously you could transfer to a situation thinking it's going to be great, and maybe it won't work out. But we're already seeing that with people committing to programs out of high school, and it doesn't really work out. So it's not going to be a utopia by any means, but I think it gives players a measure of sovereignty over their own fate that they richly deserve.
Now, the transfer situation being what it is, and there's a complex kind of set of effects that might happen as a result of this. I'll ask this in 2 parts. So first of all, do you think that contributed? There was a high-profile transfer from North Carolina, but just in general, do you think that contributed to Roy Williams kind of walking away? Because the amount of energy and effort that it takes to not only recruit, but then to keep players on your squad, you almost have to maintain a recruitment policy within some of the players that are in a development stage on your team. Do you think that contributed to him saying, you know what, man, I don't think I can do this anymore?
Yeah, North Carolina is a special case in every way. They obviously did not partake of the transfer market, and they were, of course, tremendously successful not doing that. They played multiple bigs at a moment when everybody else, or many other teams, are placing more of a premium on the 5-out style. They crash the offensive glass when many teams are going away from that. Offensive rebound rates continue to decline across the years. So they were just an outlier in every way, not the least of which was, they did win all those national titles. And then, Roy retired at an age when it is normal for guys to retire. Boeheim and Coach K are outliers in the other direction. They choose to keep going, but Roy said that it was time to call it a day, and it did figure into his calculations that the game is changing, and it is becoming, I don't want to say more difficult to be North Carolina, because there are always, great players who would love to have the chance to play in North Carolina. And the Heels were making use of the one and done system. So, obviously they were able to adapt and to change. But the landscape is moving in a different direction. And after his 3 national titles, Roy said, "No, I'm good," and I trust that the Tar Heels will do fine in the next era under Hubert Davis. Great program with a wonderful tradition, and they'll take some transfers and they'll send some transfers out, and they'll do fine.
You kind of alluded to the other part of my question in your answer there. But I wonder, because we talked about a guy like Johnny Juzang, who, understandably Kentucky couldn't quite find a role for, or couldn't. There were a lot of guys that were just kind of ahead of him in the pecking order. He goes to UCLA and has a tremendous tournament run and changes his whole profile. There are several guys who did that from one school to the next. When it comes to building, does this portend guys like Cal and Coach K and guys that are really reliant typically on one and dones? Does it become more difficult as a one and done type team to compete with what are likely to be more veteran teams that are stacked with multiple guys who have played college basketball and maybe transferred over to a program or maybe a little more of a veteran type squad? Does it become even more difficult to win with that formula, considering the opposition you're likely to face?
Yeah, I mean, the pool of players does stay the same, even though they now have the ability to change uniforms with a little more velocity and with a little less friction. The pool of players is the same, and Duke and Kentucky, they are as young as ever, and the rest of the players, this next year coming, notwithstanding, because I guess we will see some seniors come back. I guess Wisconsin does have the potential to be older than half the teams in the NBA. So, I mean, next year might be a special case, but in general, that pool of players, its average age is going to be the same as it ever was. And, clearly we're talking now at the kind of the low water mark of the one and done system. Kentucky didn't even make the tournament. Duke didn't get a chance to because of COVID. They probably wouldn't have made it, although they were making a late charge. So, it's a good time to kick that one and done model and say it just doesn't work anymore. But again, I'm not so sure. It's had pretty good results, all in all. It does have the 2012 and 2015 national titles to its name, and more recently, it did come within a basket of making the 2018 Final Four. That Duke team with Zion Williamson looked pretty good to me. Definitely was entertaining. So there could be life in the old one and done model yet if you can get the best players. That is always the key. Kentucky has had some misses on that front, and the challenge, as always, as we've discussed, is there is no problem at all identifying the high school seniors who are going to be in the NBA pretty quickly. We've got really good ways of doing that now, and have had now for the last decade. That is not a challenge. The challenge is finding the NBA track guys who will also be productive in that narrow window, college freshman, the way Zion was. That's much tougher, and Kentucky is paying that cost. But in general, when you're mining that vein of talent, the rewards can be great, and we'll have.
John, why do you think the Arizona situation plays out as far as the coaching hire?
That is an excellent question. I love this. My reservation is that when you hire an assistant from Tommy Lloyd, a tremendous successful recruit.
Well,
oh man, we lost John.
We've the phone is clearly messing up here. Zach, see if you can kind of see if we can intervene.
Refresh the phone call.
Get John's service up and running.
He was talking about the Arizona situation. They didn't really get into it. It seems like Passman has kind of gotten out of that whole thing. Have you? It seems like I heard somebody else talking about it, and they didn't really mention him at all.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't heard
haven't dwelled off into that. But yeah,
dwelt upon that. He wouldn't be my choice. All right, let's try this again.
Hello.
Yeah, there we go.
John, there you go. Your phone was cutting out. It sounded a little crazy.
Can't have that.
No. Let's try it again. Okay, so the Arizona situation.
What should we talk about? Yeah. Arizona, yeah. Tommy Lloyd, that is the new Arizona head coach. I esteem him greatly. I will say categorically in past history, the interesting thing about the far too restricted practice of hiring assistant coaches as head coaches, we should do more of that. The funny thing about that market is, in the past, it has always been Duke assistant coaches that get hired as head coaches, and that track record is spotty. We have not seen the Duke assistant coach, with the possible exception of going way back in the day to Mike Bray. He did turn out pretty well in Notre Dame, all in all, I think. But more recent Duke assistant coaches have had a mixed record. So it can be tricky when you go to a really successful program and you say, "Look at that assistant coach. He's there." It really does depend on the coach himself, and you can't be swayed by the halo effect of a great program. But Lloyd is quality people and a good guy and a really smart basketball mind. And I'm happy for him to get his choice. I hope it works out well at an Arizona program that is legendary. It hasn't looked like it lately, but they've got that national title to their name, and this is a great opportunity for Lloyd.
Well, and as he gets hired. I was surprised that a guy like Damon Stoudemire didn't get the gig. I thought he'd done a really nice job at Pacific to put himself in that position as a former Wildcat. I know Josh Pastner's name was mentioned as well. And it's a surprise. But, if Mark Few isn't going to leave, and it seems, pretty obvious, even before Gonzaga had ensconced itself as a perennial, Final Four level team, Few wasn't leaving even before that. So he's probably not leaving now. You're going to have to go to his coaching tree, and you're going to have to start seeing if he can grow a coaching tree a little more fruitful than that of Coach K's, which has been a little, as you mentioned, a little shriveled up kind of a sapling that's not really flowered particularly well away from Durham.
Man, you're just writing that metaphor for all it's worth.
Oh man, I can flog a metaphor like nobody's business. I can destroy it to its bitter end. Also, you saw we saw some of the Tiger players transfer out, and the likes of Boogie Ellis going to USC, Damian Ball to TCU, Earl Timberlake coming in from Miami to Memphis. A lot of Moussa Cisse announcing that he's going to at least test the waters professionally, and it doesn't sound like even if he comes back to college, it's necessarily going to be at the University of Memphis. A lot of flux for Penny Hardaway and his staff, including losing his top assistant coach to South Carolina State. Are you keeping an eye on what's happening in Memphis, and what do you expect to see from Penny and his folks this offseason?
That's the interesting thing about increasing players' ability to move, to enhance that mobility is it shines a light on things that maybe you haven't spotted before. And I'm not speaking with reference to Penny and Memphis. I'm just saying globally, when you've got a lot of guys in the portal, and to be clear, entering the transfer portal, which is a funny term, it just means that now it's okay for other schools to contact you. And until you take that step, they can't do that. When you've got a lot of guys in the portal, that can raise the question of, okay, what's going on here? And when you've got guys who are getting minutes in the portal, that leads guys in my position to go, okay, what's going on here? I was talking to a colleague who covers the women's game, who was talking about, a program where like 10 players were in the transfer portal, and okay, what the heck is going on there? Maybe these players are all jerks. Maybe you just recruited a bunch of short-sighted people, but you've got to find out what's going on. And this new step that we're about to take, the NCAA is going to give it final approval. Hasn't happened yet. That does give us the ability to shine a new light on programs where we haven't had that before. So I'll definitely be keeping my eye on that around the country. It's a good step for players.
Well, we will talk soon, and hopefully we'll be able to keep up, John, because of all the transfer situations. I'm hoping we can. Normally you're on a sabbatical around this time, but I think we may have to just extend just slightly to talk about some of these transfer situations that are popping off, including potentially the Lawsons ending up back in Memphis. Well, there's a lot more, so hopefully we can keep you on for a little bit longer at least, as the season is technically ended, but there's still plenty to discuss.
We got to talk about this whole sixth foul thing the NCAA is looking at. So we'll get to that.
The rules.
Next time. Yeah.
Next. That's tremendous.
Next time.
There's a lot there for sure.
Yeah.
We'll do that next time. Thank you, John. Appreciate it, buddy. He is our friend, John Gassaway.
All right, John.
Joining us again at John Gassaway on Twitter, ESPN Plus. Read what John has to say. We'll talk more about that when we come back. Lots more to get to here in the Family Leisure Studios. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on AM 560, 98.5 FM, and 96.1 FM.
Mount Moriah Auto Sales. What sets them apart? Great selection, quality, high-end to low-end cars, and low mileage. Mount Moriah Auto Sales is under new management. Ask for Emmett or Steven. Check out their great selection of cars or trucks. Choose from Dodges, Jeeps, Fords, GMCs, Infinitis, Porsches, Range Rovers, Lexus, Mercedes, BMWs, even Bentleys. Mount Moriah Auto Sales also has a great service department with 12 bays for everything from oil changes to alignment to new tires. Go to MountMoriahAutoSales.com. Pick out your like new car or truck today. Mount Moriah Auto Sales, right on the corner and right on the price.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, Orco hard coolers, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps, fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Safety toes, shoes, and great quality hiking boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
Brian Elders Roofing Solutions.
2021 is finally here. Might I suggest we start the wonderful new year with a makeover for your beautiful house. I'm Brian Elder. I'm a roofer. I fix roofs. Don't let them tell you that it has to be replaced when all it may need is some love. 867-0303. Let me love on your roof. I've made quite the reputation over the last decade as the guy to call after the insurance company denies the claim. Overturning a claim that has gone bad is an art form where you argue county code, manufacturer specs, and details of your policy that they have to abide by. So let me see it first. If I say it's a claim, it's a claim. 867-0303. Money is free at Brian Elder Roofing with 0% financing for half a decade. I'll measure your roof from outer space and get you a quote right over the phone. 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
At First Bank Mortgage, their core purpose is to help you get to a better place. That better place may be a lower monthly payment, that vacation you thought was impossible, or getting into a home with a fenced backyard where your kids can play. To get into your better place, First Bank Mortgage makes decisions right here at home. Dedicated to helping you get to your better place, First Bank Mortgage. Call Daniel Mooney at 901-462-0145 today. NMLS 741022. Equal housing lender.
The Jeep Celebration and Ram Truck Month is still going strong at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. Check out 2021 Jeep Renegade Sport, $22,490 or $287 a month. Command the road in your 2021 Dodge Charger XST. We Gossett at $29,499 or $394 a month. And if you're ready for some adventure, 2021 Fiat 500 X-Pop all-wheel drive, $21,990 or $279 a month. And they're not leases, you own them. We Gossett all at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike, so drive past the rest and come to the best. 1901 Covington Pike, or shop online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Almost financed through Chrysler. All 3,500 cash down. 75 months at 4.11 APR. Renegade MPM 44,788. MSRP 26,240. Charger MH5 12,542. MSRP 32,860. 500X MP 88,7786. MSRP 26,830. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/21 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Sports 56 traffic.
We're working a new accident on Shady Grove at Yates Road. Also, we're still working an accident on Germantown Parkway at Trinity Road. Crash on Watkins Street at Overton Crossing. And they have shut down I-40 at westbound after Watkins Street due to an overturned tractor trailer, which happened last night. So just keep in mind, if you head into that area, I-40 west after Watkins Street has been closed. And also dealing with accidents on Watkins Street at Overton Crossing, Germantown Parkway at Trinity, and Shady Grove at Yates Road. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
I lie, I cheat, I steal. I lie, I cheat, I steal. Yo, mamacita, I got that passion that's lasting long. Mamacita.
I was always offended for my Hispanic brethren when I heard this theme song.
Yeah, it's a fine line between, like, you know, in on the joke and kind of
being obviously.
I don't know.
Openly
I think you know, it seemed as though Eddie
was cool with it.
Like, he was definitely cool with it, and he encouraged it to a degree. But I'm sure a lot of the fans probably took it and ran with it. Speaking of which. As we welcome you back to the Family Leisure Studio, Zach, I want you to play. I just tweeted it out there. The Baylor celebrating a national championship in style.
Oh yeah,
with a guy from an auto company being interviewed on a local Waco morning show, and sometimes people just kind of betray their feelings, you know, just without even thinking about it. Sometimes as we've always said, what's in your heart sometimes
it comes out.
What's done in the dark comes out in the light. And
yeah,
the man's face is particularly. I don't know, saying if you've seen this clip, if you've actually seen it, we'll play it for you. It's important to his face when he says what he says. You'll hear it. You'll hear the operative thing when he says it. His face indicates that he knows that he has messed up completely.
See, all right. Play
So this is somebody from Baylor, the Baylor area. Ted Teague is his name, and he's an auto guy, and he's talking about how he's customized a van with Baylor gear for the coaching staff, and here's what he had to say about that.
Corvette because of the supply and demand, so we rustled up this Jeep Wrangler. We lifted it up, wheels and tires, put a nice little wrap on it so Coach Scott can enjoy it and go use it to recruit, pull some people out of the hood.
Yeah, and tell me, what was the process of getting this Jeep from just a
and his face is just like, as soon as he says it, he's like he knows.
Yeah,
like
he knew
I shouldn't have said that out loud. I should probably have kept that little thought to myself. Sometimes people tell them themselves.
This ain't the day I wanted to hear that, Peter. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's funny, but today it ain't funny to me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Real
today,
talk, man. Like,
there's nothing. It's not funny. It's just it tells you what people are. It just tells you what people. This is what it is.
I was digging around looking for trouble yesterday, and I put out a meme in the Tiger basketball group that I knew would stir up a certain group of people. Basically, was asking. It was the fat kid with the 2 graham crackers going back and forth between which one he wants, right? And I was like, when you're deciding what's going to make you never go watch a Tiger game again, Black Lives Matter or the Lawsons. which that's a hard decision to make, you know? So, of course, like you said, certain events trigger, the people who are triggered by that type of stuff, they're going to you throw a rock in a pile of dogs, they bark, whatever. So people came in, whatever. I deleted the posting and reposted it. Same people came back again. And the guy was like, how can I be racist and I support a team full of black people? This is how you can be racist and support a team full of black people. Like, that's the answer to your question right there.
That's my point. That's my point is that
you can be a functioning crackhead. So surely you can support a team full of black people and still be racist.
You can hold all manner of racist thoughts, feelings, etc. It's very easy to see black people as
an asset or
a commodity
for your entertainment.
An entertainment product, an athlete or an entertainer,
and someone to live vicariously through.
But when a kid's like just walking through somebody's neighborhood, and that's a whole different situation.
What do you think about DeAndre Williams?
We saw yesterday,
walking up your
South
street?
Carolina.
Yeah,
exactly.
What are we talking about?
If it wasn't John Moran, if it was Demetrius Moran, a 21-year-old with dreads walking through the neighborhood, what would you say? So yeah, I mean, I think that's my, that's the thought there, and I put that up because
that makes my heart hurt.
Because it's like the guy's face is, it depends on your mood, I suppose, but really I just think it's revealing. I think it's interesting when people inadvertently reveal themselves,
right?
And that happens. That happens more often than you.
Yeah, let's make this Jeep look like it's hood friendly.
Yeah, hood. But we'll pull these guys out of the hood. Like it's he knows exactly what he's saying when he's saying it.
Makes me so bad, bro.
Enjoy it and go use it to recruit, pull some people out of the hood. Yeah, and tell me.
God, man.
Come on, dog.
And I'm laughing.
And his face is just like his face is just like he knows, like, oh geez, like what? I can't believe I said that out loud. I know I'm thinking it, but like I can't.
It's out there now, so
I mean, I guess I gotta, and then and people bend over backwards to be like, no, why is that offensive? What's that thing? People are. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and you had asked the question before. It was an interesting question. I wanted to get into it. We didn't really have time, but I think it's a really interesting question. Actually, is why is it hard for some white people?
Come on, Peter. Come on over to the dark side. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
For real, I want because I think it's a really important point. What you asked the question, I think it's a good question. Why is it hard for some white people to admit that they want to see other white players succeed? Why is that all? Why is that a hard thing? Like some extremely racist white people have no problem with that. But I think in general, the people who purport themselves to be like non-racist, like good folks, like I'm not bad, but they can't admit that. No, I'm just saying he's a good player, et cetera, that kind of thing. Like you don't want to say it's really hard. It's really uncomfortable in most walks of life. This is kind of indicative of where we are as a society. Like it's a lot harder to be black than white, just in
Right.
general. Like whatever you name it, whatever it is in the job market, in
Breaking
the
news.
housing market, and this is I'm not breaking any news here.
Falcon,
but
who fought for this world, can't even get a loan.
Frozone, one of the Incredibles. He's not even one of the.
Frozone. Go ahead, man. Oh man.
And anyway, so that's not a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
But when the tables are turned, there are very few occasions where the tables are truly turned.
Yeah.
And in this case, that's one of them. Where in the NBA, it is vastly majority black
people,
with a few white people. And so it is a very uncomfortable spot for white people to find themselves in, because in general, the default is white people are have a inherent advantage in almost every case.
The privilege,
that's one
the majority,
area where that's not true.
The rule
and
makers.
It's a real weird.
Mm-hmm.
It puts people in a weird spot to have that kind of, because it's a source of pride.
Mm-hmm.
And it depends on, you could be talking about, sports are in many ways a great evener of the playing field. Like, because a lot of it is just performance based. Like, you perform well, whatever color, whatever nationality you are, boom, there you go. That's an awkward situation for white people to be in, because that's not usually the field is kind of.
I'm glad we're having this open conversation, man. Yeah.
So
But
that's what
I
if you,
sent
to answer
out
your
a,
question, that's why that's the case.
I
in
send
my
out an
opinion.
open invitation right now to let all of my white listeners and friends know it's okay. Like, we're not going to look at you crazy for that. I have a very good friend, and you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. And we have this conversation often. He said, "Sane, I unapologetically love to see white basketball players." And I said, "Bro, I don't feel a way about that. You know I don't." And when he saw that the coast was clear, he just really started pouring it on. He was like,
He's like, well, I love Gordon Giricek.
Yeah, he was like, the Miami Heat. He's like, if I wasn't a Grizzlies fan, just know I'd be a Miami Heat fan. You know what I mean? But I'm not, bro. I get it, and I have so many Twitter followers that'll saying, I can't say this out in the open, but you're 100% right. I get excited when I see Luka do this, and bro, you could have said that openly. You don't have to hide that at all. It's fine, man. We get it, because believe you me, whenever there's a African American person who succeeds in a sport that we're not accustomed to succeed in, we're gonna be we barbecuing that night. For real, that's happening, man. It's just it's fine.
Absolutely.
This is what
and
happens.
it should be, because that's what I'm saying is it's an uncomfortable spot for white people who aren't inherently or who aren't overtly racist to be in, because it's an unusual position to be in. The solidarity as a racial group, we don't really have that. It's not really what we have. It's more about, the Italian is doing well. The Irishman's doing well. I'm part Irish. I like to see that. We've talked about this before. Unfortunately, because of the nature of in particular the back in the slave trade, amongst the African Americans who are descendants of those who came over from slave. That's not everybody, but that's a big component. There isn't much in the way of genealogy, so it's hard to have a similar kind of group pride. It's just different. It's different for black folks than it is for white folks. White folks have a pretty extensive genealogy compared to a lot of black families. You don't have.
When you say go back to Africa, we have to ask you which part. I don't know where y'all took me from.
That's the thing. Africa is very big. Africa is very large.
Where we go? Where you want me to go?
And Nigeria is totally different than Botswana. Those are in two different areas, two different climates, two different. Sudan is up here, and Namibia is way down here, and that would be like saying oh, you're from Maine. Oh no, I'm from Arizona. That's two totally different worlds. But
go back
don't
to
say
America.
That. With black folks, it's just Africa. They're well, Africa can mean it's like we talked about your boy Bezuidenhout from the Masters.
Yeah.
He's as African as Moussa Cisse is, but they don't look the same.
But if he said
and they don't have the same experience, and so Big Africa is a totally different thing. So the solidarity,
there was a pastor came to my church.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
There was a pastor came to my church one time. He was a prophet, and he was a white guy, and he had a French or English accent, I guess. But he was from South Africa. He was like, it's hard being an African American, I was like, what? Bro, it was so funny, bro.
It's like listening to Trevor Noah, it's like Trevor Noah,
it's hard being an African American. White guy.
So it's just.
But yeah,
it's
man,
totally,
like there's nothing.
Or listen to Joel. Joel Embiid has got like a French accent going, like 'cause
Right.
he's got from. It's just a different. It's a different kind of thing.
There's
Like,
nothing wrong with
Rudy Gobert.
representation.
Like,
It's natural. I'll talk to Dustin Starr when he comes on, but me and Gabe watched WrestleMania Night 1, and I had a super interest in watching Bobby Lashley defend his title on WrestleMania to open it up, and to see, shoot, don't say it.
Okay, I'm not saying it.
Oh, Bianca Belair and what's her name? You know.
I'm not saying it.
I'm thrown off right now. But see the two African American women win the championship.
Yeah.
Proud moment. Yeah. And I got a friend who she keeps great Black history pictures, like historical pictures. And I sent her a picture of Bianca Belair and why can I not think of this girl's name? I sent her a picture of those two. And she was like, "Who is this?" And I told her what it was. She was like, "Wow, that seems like a big deal. I should keep this in mind. I should add this to my Black History album." You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, that kind of stuff matters, bro. I don't understand why certain white people act like it's not a thing when every race does this. Like, everybody does it. So, of course you guys do, and that's fine. Because if basketball was dominated by white people, and there was one black dude, I could say, okay, in a game where it's dominated by black people, dominated by white people, the best player in the game is black. I'm gonna be stupid excited about it. I would carry that with pride. That's what Tiger Woods
story.
was.
That's Tiger Woods' story, right
you know what
there.
I mean? That's who Serena Williams.
Serena Williams and the Venus Williams.
Right.
It's different.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Sasha Banks. Is that her name?
Sasha Banks.
Yeah, Sasha Banks.
That's
the boss.
Yes.
Yeah, I was excited. Gabe was excited, and he probably didn't even know why he was so excited. But he jumped out the couch when
it's important to
Bianca Belair won.
see people that look like you doing stuff.
Yeah, it matters.
So, yeah,
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, it's just what it is.
When the Grizzlies lost and Grizzlies fans would hit me with the Luka memes and the GIF, like, hey, I get it, bro. I ain't mad at you. I would be doing more than that. I say, who do you think you are?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
am. You would get
That's
that
why,
from me.
That's why white people are so excited about Pete Weber. I mean, that's what it's all about. See a guy that looks like you succeeding in that world is so refreshing.
When they raised the Capitol building, it was people. Hey, I can relate to those dudes. They got looks. Matter of fact,
come on.
I work with that guy.
Come on.
That's my neighbor.
Exactly. Come on.
Anyway,
right.
but yeah,
so,
man, representation matters.
Representation matters.
No,
we'll come back. We'll talk about the game itself and get back into some of the other stuff from the NBA last night. There were other things, believe it or not. We'll discuss that. We continue. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio. We are Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1.
I want to do some bragging rights. Hey, I was just the other day overhearing a conversation with Big Mike, the manager of DeSoto Auto Sales. They've got people buying cars all over the country. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, Texas. People from all over the country buy cars at DeSoto Auto Sales in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Why? DeSoto Auto Sales has the most stringent car inspection in America. They get it right the first time. Quality and low mileage, factory warranty on most vehicles. My favorite part is the people who work there. Big Mike, all the employees are professional, friendly, and go that extra mile. Expect as you walk in the door, you're treated like family. DeSoto Auto Sales understands your time matters. We can help you find your dream car and get all the paperwork finished in less than an hour. Come see us at DeSoto Auto Sales and be part of our family. Have a great buying experience every time. 662-890-7184.
Grind City Brewing Company is taking care of beerness in Memphis. Grind City Brewing is the dream of a father and son duo to create a brand that delivers a high quality, great tasting, and easy drinking craft beer. And they've done it. The brewery sits high above the city elevation in uptown Memphis with 15,000 square feet of beerness, including a 5,000 square foot tap room. Grind City Brewing is committed to all things Memphis, including the Tigers. They have created a malt liquor called Tiger Tail that is the official craft beer of the University of Memphis. Tiger Tail comes in 16-ounce six-packs and is not your typical malt liquor. Tiger Tail is crafted with a bold and smooth flavor, has 7.5% alcohol, and its clean finish makes it incredibly easy drinking. Tiger Tail and Grind City Brewing, taking care of beerness in Memphis.
You heard you could save big when you bundle home and auto with Progressive, so you went online to check it out. But then you saw a link for a survey about which type of bread you are. And now you're on question 17, barely scratching the surface of your bread identity. You always thought of yourself as a brioche, but are you actually more of a pumpernickel? Ah, yes. They said it was easy to save money bundling with Progressive, but they forgot about the rest of the internet. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Hi, this is John Conway with Conway Services. Are you considering replacing your heating and air conditioning system this spring? Conway Services and Carrier have teamed up to make now the perfect time with Visa gift cards back from Carrier for up to $1,500 on select Carrier Infinity systems. If you happen to need 2 new systems, that'd be up to $3,000 in Visa cards. Now that'd come in handy. If that's not enough, we'll include an April air cleaner to help remove dust from your home, a 10-year parts warranty, and a free Nest thermostat. Plus, you know, with Conway Services, we have easy payment plans with systems as low as $139 per month. Now you could do that. And you know, with Conway Services, you'll be receiving our award-winning service every time. So call Conway Services, the Mid-South's premier heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric service company. And the first 30 callers with a 10-year-old air conditioning system will come out and inspect it absolutely free.
Call 384-3511. Conway Services. Call Conway today.
Join us and get vaccinated on Friday, April 16th and Saturday, April 17th during our community vaccination days at the Pipkin Building from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Receive a $20 Kroger or Walmart gift card, Grizzly swag, and BOGO McDonald's coupons while supplies last. Join us and get vaccinated on Friday, April 16th and Saturday, April 17th during our community vaccination days at the Pipkin Building from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. This Friday and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Pipkin, located at the Liberty Bowl Stadium.
Jeff Allen, my man, what's happening over at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah?
All I can say, Randy, it's the right time to buy your new Kia at Gossett Kia South on Mount Moriah. I've got a 2021 Kia Forte, 41 MPG, or $129 a month lease, just $31.99 due at signing. And a 2021 Kia Soul, $159 per month lease, $30.99 due at signing.
And I see you got 2021 Kia K5 built in America, $184 a month lease, $30.99 due at signing. They're all 36-month leases.
Plus our industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty program. So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, and let's not forget Senatobia, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah, 2680 Mount Moriah, or KiaMountMoriah.com.
All 36-month leases, 0 security deposit, $650 acquisition fee, Forte, ME344-837, MSRP $20,655, sold M777-2135, MSRP $21,130, K5 MG 005560, MSRP $25,725, 10,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage, includes all manufacturer rebates and incentives, PF $695, excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2021. Dealer stock only.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
You mentioned how things were bad for the Grizzlies last night. Things were also bad for the Pelicans. They lost at home to the Knicks again. Despite 25 from Zion. Sorry, buddy. Also, if you think things are bad in Memphis, try being in Chicago, where the Bulls, and that's where Anthony Sane is headed.
I'm headed that
up
way.
to Chicago. The Bulls lost to the Orlando Magic. They lost in Chicago to the Magic. Now, a reminder, that's a team that they just traded a bunch of they traded their best dude, Vucevic, to the Bulls and lost.
Orlando
Vucevic
helping
29-11 and still lost.
The Magic helping themselves get another lottery pick yesterday. We got y'all back. We got y'all back, Orlando.
19-12, 4-2-1 for Wendell Carter Jr., who's not a bad player, and he's been getting a lot of flack, and he's a good player, and I think he's sort of a slightly poor man's Jaren Jackson Jr. in some respects can't quite hit the outside shot the same way, but similar. Could be like more of a rebounding focused version of Jaren. Not a bad player at all.
I'd be shocked if King Climate doesn't make some type of play towards him or for him eventually.
I would think so, right? I mean, it would make perfect sense. So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it's not as bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. Memphis is bad. That was a bad loss. We'll talk about it. But it's not the worst thing in the world. It happened. OKC got absolutely housed by Golden State. Golden State had a 50-point third quarter. 50. Put up a 50 spot in the third quarter. Steph Curry, 14 of 20 from the field, 11 of 16 from three for 42 points. Steph Curry's he's best player in the NBA. I mean, it's not, I don't know. He's up there.
Who's Steph?
He's up there, man.
Real deal.
I mean, his presence is he changes everything for the Warriors, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at the rest of that squad. Look at the rest of that team. You're playing, Jordan Poole, Draymond, who's had another triple double, Bazemore, Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney, Smiley, Toscano Anderson, Nico Mannion. These are and then Steph Curry just being there just elevates them to a whole different level. It's a whole new thing.
Pete, I'm extremely worried, man. I'm worried.
About
we ain't going to the playoffs, man. Because we're going to have to see
Why is that going to worry you? What does that matter in the
Just don't feel like last year all over again, bro. Like we were there the whole time, and then we just been put out in round of play, and we're gonna have to lose to. We're gonna lose to Dallas. We're gonna lose to Golden State, and our season's gonna be over.
I mean, it could happen. We'll see if Jaren ever comes back. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. Maybe he'll play. That'd be amazing. Hour number 3 on the way. We'll talk WrestleMania night 1, night 2, 2-night event. On Peacock. We'll talk about it, including Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, doing his thing. Bobby Lashley, the almighty, doing his thing. Bianca Belair, and so many more. We'll talk about all that with Dustin Starr when we return. Hour number 3 on the way.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
You don't think about a lawyer until something goes wrong. When that happens, let attorney Stephen Leffler fight for you and your family. You don't leave the house in the morning expecting an accident, but it happens every day. A car wreck, you slip and fall, or you get accused of a crime and find yourself fighting for your reputation. Stephen Leffler has been fighting for you for over 35 years. Don't do it alone. Let Stephen Leffler fight your battles for you. Call Stephen Leffler, 901-527-8830, or go to LefflerLaw.com. Here to fight for you and your loved ones. Memphis Public Golf is back and thriving. And this year, the City Links have put junior golf and championships front and center. If you're a mom or dad, City Golf will have golf camps for juniors all summer at the Links at Whitehaven. Starting in June through the middle of July, your youngster can learn everything about the game from the pros. And if your game is ready, the Public Links have more tournaments this year than ever before. There will be championships at Galloway, Audubon, Fox Meadows, and Pine Hill. The Pub Links, the Hillman Robbins, the Ladies Amateur Championships, and a whole lot more are just getting set to begin. And if you haven't played a city course in a while, you will love what you will see. All of them are now getting into top-notch shape. The greens roll true at all 6 courses, and wait till you see the new Overton Park 9 after its $2 million renovation. City Golf in Memphis, a sporting tradition for over 100 years. There's a new commissary in town. In Collierville, Germantown Commissary is doubling. Yeah, they're still going to have the old Germantown Commissary by the tracks, but now there's a huge new Germantown Commissary in Collierville at Poplar and Houston Levee Road. It's huge, too. There's a drive-through. There's plenty of parking. No telephone pole to get in your way. A cool patio. It's right by the track, so the tradition continues. And this is a tradition that's been around forever. That commissary is famous for hickory-smoked, slow-cooked Memphis-style barbecue. They've got a private party room at the new one in Collierville. Self-catering still continues. Party packs for $5.95. Basically, the great ribs, the great pulled shoulder, the great deviled eggs. Everything is there in Collierville and Germantown now. So there is now a Germantown and Collierville style of barbecue. It's called Germantown Commissary.
You ready for a new ride? We Gossett and Gossett Kia Covington Pike, and Bobby J is the man to put you in a new Kia today. It's less than $5 a day. 2021 Kia Forte, $129 a month lease, $31.99 due at signing. Find your soulmate with 2021 Kia Soul, $159 a month lease, $3,099 due at signing. And 2021 Kia K5, built in America, $184 a month lease, $3,099 due at signing. All 36-month leases. Plus, peace of mind you can trust with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike. Shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today.
If you want it, we Gossett and Gossett Motor Cars.
36-month leases, 0 security deposit, $650 acquisition fee, Forte, ME344 837, MSRP $20,655. Sold M777 $2135, MSRP $21,130. K5 MG 005560, MSRP $25,725. 10,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage, includes all manufacturer rebates and incentives. PF $695. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2021. Dealer stock only.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, W253DF Memphis, and WIVG Tunica Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Sports 56 traffic.
We're working a new accident on Austin Road between Highway 31 and Poplar Corner, and that one has been closed as well in DeSoto County. Also, still working accidents on Shady Grove at Yates Road, crash on Germantown Parkway at Trinity Road, crash on Watkins Street at Overton Crossing, and also I-40 westbound after Watkins Street has been closed as well due to an overturned tractor trailer. Take it easy on the roadways. This is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Hour number 3 is here in the Family Leisure Studios. We're all recovering after a tough loss. Very, very tough loss for the Grizzlies last night against the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic with a wild, incredible 3 at the buzzer. Opportunity given to him by some missed free throws from Grayson Allen and just kind of not putting the game away. Grizzlies have a nasty habit of doing that of late. So we're just kind of dealing with that. We're kind of dealing with that as best we can, and so we figure, on a sort of an overcast, kind of cool day like today, high in the mid 50s, how do we kind of heat things up a little bit? How do we shake it up? How do we get a little energy, a little excitement into things? Well, we bring on none other than our friend Dustin Starr, 5-star, joining us now to talk about the Squared Circle WrestleMania last weekend, Championship Wrestling from Memphis, still going very, very strong indeed. So a lot to discuss. Dustin, how you holding up after last night, buddy?
Oh, yeah, man. Last night, what an incredible shot. Like, I knew that he had hit it before the buzzer, but I thought his toe was on the line. And we were all just anxiously waiting. It's like the longest 5 to 10 seconds ever because it's an 8:30 game, and we're all thinking overtime on an 8:30 game. It was after 11 p.m., but then just seeing the beginning of the replay with his foot behind the line, I knew it was over because he was before the buzzer. So as soon as I saw the toe, it was like, oh, it's over. So, but yeah, those missed free throws by Grayson. I mean, what a terrible way to end, especially with Grayson Allen just on fire. But then the 2 missed free throws really did make the difference of the game, right? Unfortunately.
Dustin, when you're working the games live, do you hear fan interactions or just things that fans say, do you hear them louder than you normally would?
Oh, absolutely. Especially being up on the stage, where, you hear all kinds of stuff. There was a lot of cuss words last night. But Luka took over the fourth quarter, man, and the few fans that were there, cheering against the Grizzlies, which I never understood. I never understand that when somebody. I always tell them, "Hey, you're wearing the wrong jersey" or whatever. But hey, I'll tell you though, the most interesting thing is sitting at the table doing the PA, because you get to hear the players, you get to hear the referees, and you get to hear the coaches. I had no idea, and I don't know why, but I just never thought that the referees and the banter between them and the coaches, and the way that the coaches, talk to the referees sometimes, it was kind of eye-opening, like, whoa, I get to hear all this stuff. I don't hear this from, from anywhere else. That's actually more interesting right there, because you hear stuff being yelled all the time.
Yeah, when you do notice a lot more banter between coaches and players and refs with no fans being there, without a doubt.
Oh, one of the lady referees in the G League, she looked at it was a player or a coach or something, and she said, "Don't you ever talk to me like that again. Get back to your bench right now." And I went, "Yes! Oh, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen." Because he was saying something, and she was not having it, man. Put him in his place real quick. It was great.
Dustin, what were your? Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
No, you got it.
You got it. No, you got it.
No, Dustin, I was able to watch. I didn't catch any of night 2 at all, except for the end of the main event. But me and my son had our first intentional viewing of WrestleMania together. We enjoyed it. We've talked about this before, how a lot of kids who are fans of wrestling, they're not old school fans. They weren't introduced to it the way that we were, where it came on television. We watched Channel 5 wrestling here in town, and then we stumbled upon maybe Friday night's main event when it came on local television, because you didn't have cable and all those type of things. Saturday night's main event, I'm sorry. You watched that, and that was like the biggest deal in the world. Gabe has his iPad. He watches YouTube, and he doesn't understand time. Like he knows everybody from Andre the Giant to Zeus. He knows them. You know what I mean? So because he doesn't, it's not time specific, and he doesn't understand live TV. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing that you have so many kids who? And then when I talked about that on Twitter and Facebook, a lot of parents are saying, "Yeah, my kid's the same way. He won't sit up and watch it on television. He doesn't watch Raw, won't watch SmackDown, won't watch anything." But he's aware of who everyone is because he watches 5-minute clips on YouTube. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for wrestling?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a really good thing, especially guys like Andre the Giant, and King Kong Bundy's another one that just always looks like a big monster. I do miss those types of characters, but I think it's cool that they can go back and watch that, and literally they don't even know what year it is, but then they're learning the history of pro wrestling. And I was very similar to what you just said, to where I watched every Saturday. I watched Memphis Wrestling, and then every now and then I would stumble across Saturday night's main event and think, "What is this?
Yeah,
when does this come on again?"
Yeah.
Like I didn't check a guide or.
I never saw WrestleMania as a kid. I never saw any of the pay-per-views. We couldn't afford it. Like we barely had cable. Like my parents weren't dropping off $50 to watch WrestleMania. And I'm like, I'm about to watch WrestleMania with my kid. I feel like I'm doing something. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't want to watch this crap. But
well, it's different. There's different characters. Now you got. I'm just making up some names here, but say The Miz, for instance. The Miz is a big star and everything, but if you put The Miz, he's not an over the top. He is over the top, but he's not like an over the top character that you can be scared of, or that you can. Like an Andre the Giant or a King Kong Bundy, or even like Kane. Just imagine being a kid watching Kane bring lightning from the sky, or the Undertaker. Yeah, the Undertaker even hits differently, because it's like, whoa, is this guy really dead? Like on our Memphis Wrestling program, we have Humongous and the Crowleys that are kind of like a horror movie type of thing, and you'll see some cool videos that they're going to do coming up. But the people look at them and they don't care that. I'm using the Crowleys as an example. They don't care that they're small, because usually it's like, he's too small to be a wrestler. They don't care about that. They care that, whoa, look at their mask. Look how creepy they are. And then when they get in the ring, it's like, these guys are exciting. That's just an over-the-top character that catches your attention before you ever even see them lock up. like a King Kong Bundy, and I use Bundy because he's ball-headed. He was, 4 times the size of Hulk Hogan, and nobody was bigger than Hulk Hogan. Or Andre the Giant. Hulk couldn't slam Andre until the very end of the match, and you don't have a lot of that anymore because all the guys are doing so much. So I love those characters, man. And I grew up the same way. Whenever I caught Saturday night's main event, it was usually on accident because I was a kid.
Yeah, you happened to be up.
When did this come back on?
Yeah.
Right. So
I
yeah,
rented
I
every WrestleMania at the video store. I rented.
They were actually
I thought WrestleMania 4 was like it was a double VHS. So I remember renting that. I remember WrestleMania 5.
Yeah,
6,
it looked like
the whole
Macho
thing.
Man's bicep was going to explode. On cover. That's what
Oh my Lord!
It's wild, man.
WrestleMania was WrestleMania 6. It was 1990, Toronto Sky Dome, the Ultimate Challenge. So you had 2 good guys, the Intercontinental Champion, the Ultimate Warrior, versus the WWF Champion, Hulk Hogan. And my dad said, you know what's going to happen. Hogan's going to Hulk up and he's going to win. He does it all the time. I think he was kind of tired of Hogan. I'm like, no, he's not. The Ultimate Warrior, he's going to do it. So I remember Warrior winning and jumping up almost like, in your face, Dad. Warrior's the champ. I was just so excited about it. It was the greatest thing ever. So I'll remember it.
It was interesting to see, and we talked about it, over the last few weeks and year plus. What would it be like when fans return? And obviously, we hope that all the precautions were taken. We hope that everything was safe. It looked a little more than 25,000 to me, and certainly looked a little tight. Looked a little tight. Didn't see a lot of social distancing happening. Didn't see a lot of mask situation happening for a lot of folks. So, I hope that all the precautions were taken. That's all I can do at this point is to hope. But that said, when Drew McIntyre comes out, first guy to hit the brand new with fans in a while, it must have been a cool feeling to actually have a fan response. Like, that's a special to be the first guy to hit. That's a special response. And we started to hear who was over and who wasn't again. It was awesome to have fans, that level of fandom back. It really was.
Maybe I'm just the biggest wrestling nerd there is, man. I love it all. And when Vince and the whole crew came out on the stage before the first bell, and he thanked everybody, I'm getting like goosebumps thinking about talking about it right now. And I know that's probably silly, but it went away. We never had it go away. And for Vince McMahon, the man in pro wrestling, to go out and thank the fans and everything, I thought that was a great moment. We're back in business. And then I knew immediately that they were kind of stalling because of the rain delay. But a lot of people were kind of like, why is the WWE title on first? Does that mean it doesn't mean anything? And I looked at it opposite. The fans were gone. The universe was gone for a whole year. So the first match back is for the WWE Championship. It was basically the main event on first, and I thought that was just very, very fitting to reintroduce live audience with the championship on the line. And what a match it was. Now, I do think you mentioned masks. I think they made $1 million just in selling masks. I don't know if they were more like chin straps, though. Just putting them over their mouth and nose. But I do think it was very fitting for them to have the WWE title on first. I don't know what I expected out of that match, but I was happy that Bobby Lashley came out on top. I mean, the Hurt Lock, baby. He put Drew down.
Man.
He beat him with the
Tucked
Hurt
him
Lock.
in.
That was
Tucked him
great.
in. Take a nap, Drew McIntyre. Take a nap.
That's right. Yep. But one other thing about the audience is, you got to hear who was over and all that kind of stuff. But, man, Tampa did not like Hulk Hogan.
No. Oh, that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Man, no love for the OG.
Titus O'Neil doing his thing, and then all of a sudden, here comes Hogan. Boo! Get him out of here.
They loved Titus O'Neil. They did not like Hulk Hogan. So I don't know if Hulk Hogan's ever going to get that smell off of him. Yeah. And, no matter what you do, no matter if you have Booker T come out and put him over, Titus O'Neil is probably one of the most influential figures in Tampa. And he couldn't help Hulk. So WWE really is trying. They're really trying. But that was one of the most noticeable, reactions from the audience that I saw and the people that were sitting with us. And shout out to everybody at Dave & Buster's, man. That was a lot of fun. Everybody was just fired up to come back, and they enjoyed WrestleMania. They were actually cheering the television again, so it was cool.
Dustin, Bianca Belair won the championship in the final match against Sasha Banks. They showed video of her as soon as she came off the ramp being embraced by her husband and saying she did it, those type of things. Have you ever felt genuinely excited for anyone like their rise? Because I remember going to Minglewood Hall and watching an NXT match, and Bianca Belair came out, and she was just somebody on the card. She wasn't really any type of superstar. But just to see someone, former track and field athlete at University of Tennessee, and now she's the women's champion. Have you ever been more excited about anyone's rise in their story? For someone who seems just to be such a genuine, just around the way, everyday person.
Oh, it was great. And if you haven't seen the behind-the-scenes footage, just go to at WWE or something. But she literally just kind of collapses into her boyfriend's arms, and he picks her up, and it was just a great moment. I mean, if that's
that's what I was referring to. I saw the video. That's what I was referring to. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, it was just. I'm just talking to Nick. Anybody that didn't see it, go out of your way and watch it. It's 30 seconds long or something, but man, it was so good, and it's real. That's a real moment.
Right. It was great. It was great. That wasn't in the script. That was, it was some good stuff.
I think one of the other ones, and maybe because I've worked with him before and kind of know him a little bit, but when Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental title several years back, and his dad got in the ring and all that stuff, that was cool, but nothing on the level of Bianca Belair. Immediately you saw videos of little girls, celebrating and twirling their ponytails and stuff like that. I just thought it was great, and for the women to go on last. And look, man, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, two of the very best in the company, not just men or women or anything like that, but in the entire company, they're two of the most exciting performers. And for them to main event and to put that stamp of approval on Bianca Belair, she's a star.
Right.
She's a superstar, man.
And that was a great moment. Whoever puts her weave ponytail in needs to be a superstar as well, because that thing goes through some work. It's been stepped on.
She used it as a whip.
She used it as a whip, and it sounded off. I was like, man, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know if that was a sound effect or not, but it did leave a whiplash on Sasha Banks' side.
Yeah, that's.
But when she whipped her with it, and it sounded like a
firecracker,
chop. Like, pow! We all looked at each other because we had a table full of wrestlers out there. We all looked at each other like, "Whoa, was that a sound effect or was that real?" And then you see the welt on it. So that was a spot that that I didn't see coming. That was good.
I thought there was a lot of good stuff. It was good to have it back again. I think too bloated, too much. Let's back it down one night, please. Let's get it all in one night. There's no need for two. I don't get it.
I agree.
I don't know what we're doing here. It just doesn't feel as special to go back second night. It's too after 8 hours or 9 hours, 10 hours, however many hours of actual stuff. It's just a little too much. But that said, at the end of all of that, Roman Reigns retained his Universal Championship and did so in spectacular fashion. Pinning both Edge and Daniel Bryan together after concertos and all of this. And as Anthony Saint pointed out earlier in the week, technically Edge should be the champion because he was on top of Daniel Bryan's shoulders.
Come on, break that down
first. So I mean that 1, 2, 3 have actually been on Daniel Bryan's shoulders. But that said, clearly they were trying very hard between that and then the post-show stuff and everything else. They're trying to put Roman Reigns over as the absolute monster, top of the line, best in the world, best of all time, etc. And I think it's to a degree it's working, but they're really trying.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Now we haven't seen SmackDown just yet, so maybe they'll go in a direction where it's like, hey, technically this, that, and the other. Who knows what they'll tell on SmackDown? But yeah, you're absolutely right. I know some people that were a little upset that he pinned both guys, but I go back to what I've been saying for a while now. He's the man, and he will wrestle The Rock one-on-one at some point, and it might be in Texas next year at WrestleMania. Whenever they're 100% capacity, I would be extremely surprised if we didn't get that match just because of the money involved. And then also it being family and helping family. If anybody's going to get that match, it's going to be Roman Reigns. And also my buddy was talking the other day, and he doesn't necessarily put certain guys on the Mount Rushmore. So he feels like there's an open spot that can be interchangeable with Austin Rock and all that kind of stuff. There's always Bret Hart, whatever. There's always an open spot. You know, usually it's one spot that we all kind of have differently on our Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
But he did make a good point that spot might end up going to Roman Reigns, and it's probably not going to be a big argument because he's still young enough to do a lot more in the business. He's already done a lot, and they are pushing him. He's the guy.
Right.
He is the guy. And
this heel run he's on right now is crazy. This heel run he's on right now is he's
absolutely.
He's owning every bit of it. You know how I would like to see him did that pin? It would have really been some big dog type stuff. Instead of stacking them on top of each other, if you laid both of them side by side and then got down on all fours and put an arm on both of them, like Pitbull style, and it kind of did like a dog pose at the end.
We gotta do dog, come on. We gotta have like a tiny bit of respect for these guys, man.
Nah,
this is.
You eat at his table, man. You should have big dogged him. You should have got down like he should have got down like a dog.
If the head of the table business, if I hear that phrase one more time, I'm gonna
just say you're a hater.
I get it. I get it. Tribal chief, head of the table. I get it. Hey, no, I like Roman Reigns. He's really good. It's just like when they push something though, it's just to the nth degree. Like just either like 0 or 1,000. Like there's no in between. Like I got it. Okay, cool. Like we get it. Like and maybe I'm biased because I watched the post show thing on Peacock after it was over, and you couldn't like it was embarrassing how they were going off. It was embarrassing. They had him on live, and he's like, "Sir, you're the greatest. The tribal chief. I love you so much. We got to give him his respect." And I got it. All
hey
right.
man,
he's really good. I get it.
They use that term. You know, they use the term "put the machine behind you" or "strap the rocket ship on your back."
Yeah, the rocket booster. Boom.
Mm-hmm. When they decide it, man, that's it. That you're the guy, and this is on a much smaller level. But when I was about to be signed with WWE and go to their developmental, there is a confidence that comes into you that they put into you. So for a while, it was like, I didn't feel that important to them. I didn't know how interested they were in me. But the minute that they tell you, it's like, wow. So just imagine Roman Reigns. That was like a nothing burger. Really, that was an absolute nothing burger. But it was important to me. But imagine Roman Reigns. He has the entire company. Vince, everybody is behind him. And there's going to be no stopping him. Literally. I mean, and he's good. Some people might not like him, but if you break it down, he's very, very good sports entertainer.
Right.
He should be in that spot. He looks like it. He talks like it. He's got the group around him. He has the storyline. He just looks like a superstar, and he's able to deliver in the ring no matter who he's against.
Yeah, he deserves it. He's fantastic. Before we say goodbye, Dustin, what's coming up this weekend on Championship Wrestling from Memphis?
Man, lots of crazy stuff. I actually think this weekend is probably our best show. You got Action Jackson versus DJ Brown. Those are two of the youngest rising stars in Memphis wrestling. They're going to put on a show for you. Mike Anthony's back on the program, and that dude has been angry. I don't think I've ever seen him smile unless he's knocking somebody out. Another premier match that we have is the Queen versus Nikki Lane, and the guys will be in the corner this time because last time they wrestled, the guys got involved. Garrett got slapped by Nikki, put his hands on her, and all that kind of stuff. So Austin will be in Nikki's corner. That's her husband, and of course Derek will be in the Queen's corner. So we'll see how that breaks down. And then allegedly Bret Michaels, who has been chasing Alan and Johnny after they smashed the Cobra Cup, he says he wants them 2-on-1. So we might have a 2-on-1 handicap match out there. So
well, that dude's got the gun show's big enough to probably handle both those guys. To be honest.
Oh, dude, he's no joke. May the 2nd May 2nd is our grand opening at the Memphis Wrestling Wrestle Center, and we have like 6 tickets left. 6. So if you want tickets to come see the grand opening and be the first to see inside of our brand new facility called the Wrestle Center, and then go to championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. Jerry Jarrett is going to be in the house. You can get your VIP ticket to meet him and hang out with him for an hour. But, man, a lot of great stuff going on, and I cannot wait for everybody to see what we're doing out here at the new facility. It has never, ever, ever, ever been done before.
Yeah, man, excited for you. I was there.
Cannot wait.
I was there Sunday. Yeah, you're doing a great thing, man. You got your thing going over there for sure.
Keep rolling, baby. Got to keep grinding. You guys got to come out and see us.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait. We'll be there. Sounds good. He is our good friend, Dustin Starr. Congratulations again, and we'll talk to you next week, bud.
Thank you, guys.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
He is Dustin Starr, at Dustin Starr on the old Twitter. We'll come back, talk about the game last night, get back into it a little bit for those that didn't hear the early part of the show, and maybe saying if you want to, maybe you can dial the rant back up again. I don't know if you can get to that level again.
It won't take much. I can hear that.
We can see if we can get back at it. Get back at it.
A&T by Mr. Dell featuring 3-6 Mafia. I better hear that track, man. I'm ready.
Make your free throws. Make your free throws.
And I talked to my gospel rapper friends. They all said that is a Mandela effect. That song never happened. It never happened.
Never happened. No, that's a fiction by the writers. All right, we'll come back. We'll talk about it when we continue. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Spend your lunch with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy on Sports 56 Middays.
Lunchy munchy.
Weekdays from 10 till 1 on Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
2021 is finally here. Might I suggest we start the wonderful new year with a makeover for your beautiful house. I'm Brian Elder. I'm a roofer. I fix roofs. Don't let them tell you that it has to be replaced when all it may need is some love. 867-0303. Let me love on your roof. I've made quite the reputation over the last decade as the guy to call after the insurance company denies the claim. Overturning a claim that has gone bad is an art form where you argue county code, manufacturer specs, and details of your policy that they have to abide by. So let me see it first. If I say it's a claim, it's a claim. 867-0303. Money is free at Brian Elder Roofing with 0% financing for half a decade. I'll measure your roof from outer space and get you a quote right over the phone. 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Action247.com is your Tennessee sportsbook for same-day pay. Action247.com. Local, legal. A sportsbook by Tennesseans, for Tennesseans. Win a little or win a lot. Action247 has same-day pay. The other guys make you wait for your winnings. No more waiting with Action247 same-day pay. Visit us online at Action247.com. Local, legal. Action247. You got action.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-889-9789.
I want to do some bragging rights. Hey, I was just the other day overhearing a conversation with Big Mike, the manager of DeSoto Auto Sales. They've got people buying cars all over the country. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, Texas. People from all over the country buy cars at DeSoto Auto Sales in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Why? DeSoto Auto Sales has the most stringent car inspection in America. They get it right the first time. Quality and low mileage, factory warranty on most vehicles. My favorite part is the people who work there. Big Mike, all the employees are professional, friendly, and go that extra mile. Expect as you walk in the door, you're treated like family. DeSoto Auto Sales understands your time matters. We can help you find your dream car and get all the paperwork finished in less than an hour. Come see us at DeSoto Auto Sales and be part of our family. Have a great buying experience every time. 662-890-7184.
Corky's is your home for authentic Memphis barbecue. Our dining rooms are open, or stop by our speedy drive-thru. Order your party packs today starting at only $5.99 per person.
The Jeep Celebration and Ram Truck Month is still going strong at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. Check out 2021 Jeep Renegade Sport, $22,490 or $287 a month. Command the road in your 2021 Dodge Charger XST. We Gossett at $29,499 or $394 a month. And if you're ready for some adventure, 2021 Fiat 500 X-Pop all-wheel drive, $21,990 or $279 a month. And they're not leases, you own them. We Gossett all at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike, so drive past the rest and come to the best. 1901 Covington Pike, or shop online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Finance through Chrysler. All 3,500 cash down. 75 months at 4.11 APR. Renegade MPM 44,788. MSRP 26,240. Charger MH5 12,542. MSRP 32,860. 500X MP 88,7786. MSRP 26,830. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/21 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Listen Sundays at 11 a.m. to join Idlewild Presbyterian Church for worship. Idlewild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. This hour of Sports 56 Mornings is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
This, of course, is The Rock. When you hear this music, you think The Rock is coming out.
Yep. I got to catch up on The Rock show, too, man. I'm a little behind on that joint.
Young Rock?
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. The casting is phenomenal for this.
Yeah, that's, I've heard it's dead on with all the various wrestlers in various areas and all that. So. Mm-hmm. The Rock is man, pretty much everything he touches turns to gold. So it's he is a business wizard and everything else, man. It's just incredible. We'll talk Grizzlies and Mavericks coming up here momentarily. Also, a reminder, of course, middays coming up next. Got a lot of Tiger football they're going to be discussing as spring practice is continuing throughout. We'll talk about that tomorrow on the show. We're going to talk to our friend Adam Kramer about the spring football, among other things, and Kari Thompson as well. So it's going to be a busy show here in the Family Leisure Studio. It's going to be kind of an overcast, sort of yucky day. Anthony Sane talked about his parlay, not quite getting there, but a reminder.
Man, I was counting that money.
Well, listen, man, like I said, you have the same game parlay insurance. That's what FanDuel Sportsbook is able to bring you. So check your account. New and existing users have access to same game parlay insurance. That means for up to $25 bet. If you've got a parlay of 3 or more legs and one of those legs falls short, hey, you know what? You can get up to $25 back in site credit. So for you were 1 point short from Jonas Valanciunas. So at least you can get that site credit and you can get that back as if that bet never happened. It's one of the ways that FanDuel Sportsbook takes care of their bettors, takes care of you. And if you are in the state of Tennessee, you're over the age of 21, what are you waiting for? Jump in, have some fun with it. You can do the same game parlays, of course, not only for the NBA, but Major League Baseball. It's the only place you can find all of those parlays. And we've already told you plenty of stories about friends of ours, people that I know who have made major bank. We're talking a $20 bet turning into $4,000, $10 bet turning into $1,500, $2,000. It happens. It's not. And Anthony's saying almost had a big one last night. One more point away, and you would have had what, $500 or $600, something like that.
I had $50 if I had hit that joint. It was a
50?
Yeah, it was small.
What do you complain? I thought it was $500.
Man, that been money.
Never.
I'm about to drive to Chicago. That's a tank of gas.
All right, that's fine. No, you're right. That's fine. Just talk to the folk. Get your same game parlay insurance. Everyone can do that. They've also got great baseball odds throughout, and makes it a lot of fun because we know the regular season in baseball, frankly, is boring. But you can bet, and it makes it a lot more fun to enjoy that. Check it out, FanDuel Sportsbook. They are terrific. Find out more at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Got to be 21 or older and present in the state of Tennessee. Terms do apply, and of course that same game parlay insurance and the site credit comes back in the form of a site credit that has to be used within 7 days. Also, you jump in, you can with the promo code BIGHEAD. Use promo code BIGHEAD when you sign up to get access to all of those deals. And of course, you have problem gambling, call 1-800-889-9789. So when we talked about last night and how rough it was, we did note that John Morant's efficiency level is off the charts, though, because he tweeted a complaint about the people criticizing Grayson Allen 4 minutes after the game was over.
After the made basket.
Literally after the basket was made. And
after the confirmed made basket?
I had a tweeter.
Or after it went in?
After it went in.
No, there's no way.
Not after that. No,
so he was on the court tweeting this.
No, he would have been basically. It's when he went back to the locker room and sat down. That's pretty much it. Like he would have had about a minute to scroll the social media.
But when he made the shot, they went like, "Oh, the Mavericks win!" Like they reviewed it and all type of stuff. So
yeah, I know.
That is wild. But go ahead.
I know. We had a tweeter hit me up and say, and people were questioning Ja's efficiency. I mean, tremendous efficiency on the Twitter. You can't beat that. How much do you blame Grayson Allen for missing 2 free throws? He's never done it. In his career, he hadn't done it since his rookie season, February 2019, more than 2 years. And in fact, prior to last night, in my research, he was 15 of 16 from the free throw line in situations where his team was within 5 or less in the fourth quarter. How much do you blame him?
You asking me how much do I blame Grayson Allen for missing Grayson Allen's free throw? 100%.
Well, how much do you blame that? How much do you blame that for losing the game?
Oh, 100%.
Obviously, he's going to blame the
100%. No, this ain't a rant. This. I'm actually going to do the opposite of a rant right now, because I seriously, you can give me some
a T-Nar.
Give me some T-Nar. Give me some Drake Jaded or something, man. Give me something like that. Something for my emotions. I really feel bad for him because a lot of free throws are mental. He clearly has the skill to make free throws because he's a 91% shooter. But when you step up and you miss 2 like that, that's a mental, psychological thing. And I know that Grayson has some mental stuff that he's battling. And I'm sure that he was a wreck in the locker room. That's not emotional, Drake. That's like celebratory, Drake. But I guess we're right with that.
We laughed and now we're crying later, man.
Baby. All right. But where all these shooters be at when they saying they
doing all this
and all that? But yeah. So you got me in a whole different mood playing this song. But yeah. But we're going to be all right, though, man. The Grizzlies, we're going to be all right. We ain't making the playoffs this year. And I'm sad because I see exactly how the rest of the season is going to play out. We're going to be in 8th place probably. We're probably going to hold Golden State down for a while or whatever. And we're going to lose. I'm going to tell you it would be even worse. It would just be a crap season. If we fall to 9th and then lose to the Spurs, season's over. Oh my God. Winning last night would have made me feel so much better about everything. Right.
Well,
we didn't.
They didn't win.
If we had played Jaren Sunday, like the stars were lining up, you had Ja dropping the emojis. Jaren came out and spoke to the people. Wednesday night national TV game. I was like, okay, you play Jaren Sunday, you let him rest Monday. He comes back Wednesday, national TV game. We beat Dallas. They scared of us, man. They scared of us. They start complaining, talking about, oh, man, this playing stuff sucks. We're about to lose to the Grizzlies. And look at us, man. Lost to the dude who I know for a fact that Luka Doncic served me a wedding cake concrete at Sheridan's on Macon Road. I know that happened. Say, bro, we're out of cake, bro, but we're kind of low on it. I'll just give you all we have left. Okay, man, that works. Whatever. It's 8. I mean, it's 9. Who am I to show up in the last hour and think I'm gonna get some cake?
Yeah, you can't show it right at the end of the shift. Yeah. Come on, man, this is ridiculous.
Can I give you more, man? I'll give you a large for a small. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, Luka Doncic. I appreciate it. You know what Luka Doncic looks like he does all day? Like, talk to baddies, like right swipe baddies on dating apps. Looks like that's what he does all day.
Texter says Sane looks like the manager from Waffle House.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not sure how to respond to that. I have a friend that is the manager of Waffle House, actually.
And then one other guy says, Peter, the buffets are back open. You should be happy. So that's kind of I don't know why why are we bringing that up?
Peter, I doubt very seriously, knowing Peter, who's afraid of a lot of things that involve interaction and germs and all that, I doubt buffets were ever a thing in your life.
No, I mean, the buffets have been a thing in my life, but not for a while.
Hold on.
It's been a long, long time.
Pause. I know you know the answer to this.
Okay.
The place where Dustin's wrestling thing is, the top of the world thing, it used to be, golly, man, a buffet, Hickory Hill, Knight Ryan's. It was called something else.
Britland's?
No.
Rafferty's?
No. You're too young.
You remember
Sit this
Britland's?
one out, Zach.
Okay.
Piccadilly, not Piccadilly.
No, a buffet. Ridgeway and Winchester.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the old. It was a old country. Oh, is it Old Country Buffet?
Old Country Buffet.
Yeah,
Old Country
that's what it
Buffet.
is,
Yeah, Old Country Buffet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Old Country Buffet building is where
Old Country Buffet.
Yeah, it's where they have the wrestling matches at.
Oh,
Like, yeah, man.
Yeah. It's I do
Very nice
like a good
cemetery.
buffet. I shout out to the Gold Strike. We went to Gold Strike for Thanksgiving 2019 Thanksgiving buffet on Thanksgiving Day. It was amazing. It was an amazing buffet. I've been Thanksgiving buffet in Vegas. Wonderful. So yeah, buffet. I'm well familiar with buffets. Buffets are great, but not right now. Not for me. Not at this moment.
Yeah, I think I'm good on it.
I need a minute to kind of let things settle down a little bit before I start. Not sure we're ever going to do buffets again, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Gabe wanted CC's pizza.
It's different. It's just different.
So I went just to see. It's a social experiment to see how CC's looks now.
And
they serve you. You tell them what they want, and they serve it to you on a plate. I was like, this ain't right.
That's weird. So you have to tell them like, do you only get like one slice at a time, or how does
you just tell them,
can
give
you
me-
just pile up? Can you give me like 8 slices of cheese
Yeah,
and
it's
like
just weird.
9 slices of
And a lot of restaurants, a lot of restaurants are really dealing with it right now because not only are less customers there, but they're having to hire more employees to do stuff that typically you can do on your own. Like you go to
It's a
McDonald's,
whole
a guy-
different situation.
Yeah, you go to McDonald's, a guy lady that's making drinks for you that they're paying to get sodas out of the soda machine. Like it's COVID has just flipped this whole thing upside down. Go get a vaccine, put a mask on.
That's right.
Don't go to WrestleMania.
And listen, and again,
And you know what their next pay-per-view is called? WrestleMania Backlash. The super spreader. It's seriously called WrestleMania Backlash. That's what it's called. Like, all right. But yeah.
I don't know why we haven't jumped in there with a tag team that refuses to wear masks and get vaccinated. Call them the super spreaders.
Yeah, exactly.
And just out there coughing on their opponents and stuff.
Just come out there and call people sheeple. You sheeple.
Oh man! But anyway, long story short, I do like buffets. Yeah, and just because I'm a little bit I'm slightly overweight. I mean, I would say just a little bit.
You're pleasurably
I'm still
plump.
sexy. I'm still sexy though. And, that's one thing we should never forget.
If Lady Edmiston feels it, man, that's all that matters, bro. I promise you, it's all that matters.
I'm not I'm happy. I'm happy who I am, man. There's no need to worry about it. But we don't have to make ad hominem remarks like that. That's that's personal. That's hurtful. We're not gonna talk about that. Now that being said, a very interesting piece this morning from Baxter Holmes and ESPN mentions the Grizzlies. And talks a little bit about some of the things that we've discussed and might be related to one of the issues that you have with the team. We'll talk about that when we come back as we continue here live from the Family Leisure Studios in hour number 3, presented by Acura of Memphis. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Listen online anywhere, anytime at sports56whbq.com.
I know the sweetest thing in Memphis, and I know it's been around for 115 years. You know, I'm talking about Dinstall's, and it's time to stock up heavy on Cashew Crunch, Heavenly Crunch, Turtlettes, all of your favorite Dinstall's treats. So easy to get. The sweetest thing in Memphis, all you have to do is head to Laurelwood or head to Germantown and Poplar right across from the hospital, or go where they make the candies. That's on Pleasant View. There's nothing that says Memphis better than Cashew Crunch with that little tinge of coconut, or the Turtlettes. Let's face it, there's nothing better than Dinstall's chocolate. That's the mainstay of all candies, isn't it? Milk chocolate, although their dark chocolate is pretty darn good. And if you get the peppermint with the dark chocolate and put it in the freezer, you're going to love it. So many ways to love Dinstall's. Stock up heavy on all of your favorite Dinstall's treats. 115 years of making Memphis oh so sweet.
Mount Moriah Auto Sales. What sets them apart? Great selection, quality, high-end to low-end cars, and low mileage. Mount Moriah Auto Sales is under new management. Ask for Emmett or Steven. Check out their great selection of cars or trucks. Choose from Dodges, Jeeps, Fords, GMCs, Infinitis, Porsches, Range Rovers, Lexus, Mercedes, BMWs, even Bentleys. Mount Moriah Auto Sales also has a great service department with 12 bays for everything from oil changes to alignment to new tires. Go to MountMoriahAutoSales.com. Pick out your like new car or truck today. Mount Moriah Auto Sales, right on the corner and right on the price.
Hey, we understand. With everything that's happening, with all the new regulations, maybe you're not ready to come and hang out at Sweetgrass to catch a ball game. We want you to, we really do. And we're open for you to do just that. But we're also offering the next best thing, the new Sweetgrass Tailgate Party Packs. Whether it's wings, house-made dips, sliders, or other Sweetgrass tasty treats, all you have to do is call us or go to sweetgrassmemphis.com to order just what you're dreaming of when you're dreaming of watching sports and enjoying some sweet, sweet Sweetgrass.
Join us and get vaccinated on Friday, April 16th and Saturday, April 17th during our community vaccination days at the Pipkin Building from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Receive a $20 Kroger or Walmart gift card, Grizzly swag, and BOGO McDonald's coupons while supplies last. Join us and get vaccinated on Friday, April 16th and Saturday, April 17th during our community vaccination days at the Pipkin Building from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. This Friday and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Pipkin, located at the Liberty Bowl Stadium.
Jeff Allen, my man, what's happening over at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah?
All I can say, Randy, it's the right time to buy your new Kia at Gossett Kia South on Mount Moriah. I've got a 2021 Kia Forte, 41 MPG, or $129 a month lease, just $31.99 due at signing. And a 2021 Kia Soul, $159 per month lease, $30.99 due at signing.
And I see you got 2021 Kia K5 built in America, $184 a month lease, $30.99 due at signing. They're all 36-month leases.
Plus our industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty program. So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, and let's not forget Senatobia, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah, 2680 Mount Moriah, or KiaMountMoriah.com.
All 36-month leases, 0 security deposit, $650 acquisition fee, Forte, ME344-837, MSRP $20,655, sold M777-2135, MSRP $21,130, K5 MG 005560, MSRP $25,725, 10,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage, includes all manufacturer rebates and incentives, PF $695, excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2021. Dealer stock only.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good. I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Well, we got some super breaking news.
What? Is that the wildest thing?
Just happening right now.
What does that even mean, man?
LaMarcus Aldridge is retiring from the NBA. He says he played while dealing with an irregular heartbeat.
Oh, wow.
He said, and he went to the hospital, and it was scary. And so he said, I've got to put my health first, and that's it. He is
Where did you see that at? All I saw was the tweet about saying he's done. Where did you get the story from?
It's his own tweet.
Yeah.
Aldridge
yeah.
_12.
I just retweeted it.
Why we can't retweet Shams? Come on, man. Why you acting like you had a breaking news and you just read this dude's tweet? Anyway. Man, that's
because
wild.
because he's that's where it is.
Good
So that's
God.
it.
So he's done, like right now done.
He's done. Like that's it. He said, I'm out.
Wow,
He said, I'm out.
fam.
He says, you never know when something will come to an end, so make sure you enjoy it every day. I can truly say I did.
Yeah, you
just
can't
that.
play with your heart, man, at all.
He said, I'm sorry. Well, you have to play with your heart, saying that's important. To play
You
with
do
you have
need
to
it
have a
to
full
play.
heart.
That is correct.
Yes. You need to play.
That is correct, sir.
You Yes! Ha ha ha! You need to play with your heart, but you can't play with your heart. And you can't play games with your heart, as Backstreet Boys once said.
Oh, man.
Quit playing games with my heart. And that's what LaMarcus Aldridge
No, you
just
can't
said.
play
right there.
So crazy.
It's,
you remember when Backstreet Boys came to Memphis and that commercial was on TV all day, every day?
Yes,
playing
right. Games with my heart. So but seriously, I'm glad he's healthy. I'm glad
man.
I'm glad he's well. That's a scary thing.
He'll get a ring though if they win, right? Right?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure he will, but I mean,
I think he.
I mean, as a perfunctory kind of deal. I mean, I'm
still trying to unwrap this. This is weird.
Yeah.
So he couldn't say, okay, I'm done at the end of the season, but I also won't be playing any more games the rest of this season. Cause bro, I would enjoy the ride of riding with my team and just being there.
He's not messing with it, and I think honestly, he says that he's he doesn't feel like he wants to He doesn't want to do it anymore. He doesn't want to skate. He doesn't want to go through. He's got an irregular heartbeat, which means if he was with the team, he'd probably have to, be practicing and or at least be part of the squad. He just doesn't. And I mean, let's be honest. Like, when you watched him play, he wasn't what he was. No. I don't know if he knew about it before. Or I just don't think. I don't know if his. Unfortunately, I have to use this phrase.
Crazy.
I don't know that his heart is in it anymore.
Come on, Peter. Come on, out of bounds, bro.
What? I'm not. I mean that. It's the only way to say it. Like, I'm not sure his desire is what it.
Yeah, that would have been better.
Like, he just. Come on, man.
Come on.
I'm just messing. Come on. Wow, man. Crazy.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You can't play with it at all, though.
No. The Nets, stuff's happening with the Nets. Nets just doing stuff. Everything's going on with the Nets.
You know what's about to happen with the Nets? They're about to cut down on the Nets. They're about to win this championship. That's what they're about to do.
Do it for LaMarcus.
Yep, do it for LaMarcus.
I mean, LaMarcus Aldridge, it's hard. It's crazy to think he was this, was that. Like, it's speaking of his career in past tense, but that's what's happening. That's incredible. He was a very, very talented player.
Right. Top 10 big power forward center in his era? No? Heck no, right? Top 20 maybe?
Yeah, top 20 certainly.
Combining power forwards and centers.
Maybe late, maybe like bottom of the top 10 possibly. I have to look. I gotta. I can't just do that off the top of my head. But wow, that's crazy. Things change quickly.
Yeah, I'm celebrating the man about to get a championship. Looks like it now. Looks like he's done. I don't know. I'm not trying to judge. I think I ride this season out though. I just be kind of chilling. Like, no, coach, you know I can't play.
I mean, there must have been a reason that he wanted.
That man said, "I'm done. I don't even want to be around this stuff."
No, he said,
I ain't mad at that though, because especially you just now finding this out, So yeah,
it's a scary deal. He wants to. Yeah, I get it. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, I'm sure, and Greg and Eli, I'm sure we'll talk about it on middays coming up.
Yep.
I mentioned the Baxter Holmes piece on ESPN. He mentions about injuries. It's about injuries and about injury in the NBA as a result of the compressed schedule. And he points out, he says, in the 9.5 weeks from the mid-March All-Star break through the end of the season, the Memphis Grizzlies are scheduled to play 22 sets of 3 games in 4 nights, the most in the league, according to ESPN Stats and Information. He said that's a brutal – they have more than anybody else. 8 sets of 5 games in 7 days. Playing every other day for 6 weeks is a problem, said one GM. Another GM says we have defaulted to survival mode. Another GM says every dumb soft tissue injury that can happen is happening and will only get worse. I've never experienced anything like our injury spate. So, given all of this and given that information, doesn't that give a little bit of leeway for the Grizzlies and being extremely cautious with a guy like Jaren?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just hang a banner already, Peter. Just hang a banner. Just give them front office of the year award already. Just go ahead and give it to them for resting their players. Let's just go ahead and crown them GMs of the decade for resting Jaren. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, what's his name? Justice. Hey, just don't worry about it, man. We'll let you play next year. You ain't got to play. Hey, D'Angelo, don't worry about it. You're not playing anyway. Just.
What if they? But I mean, what if like next year they're totally injury free?
If they doing this again next year, man.
Issues and all this stuff.
If the Grizzlies don't go all in next year, like try to be the best team they can be next year, like bro, I'm gonna be livid. Like Lionel Hollins' interview with not Claudia Barr, whoever it was, Merle Purvis, livid. You remember that interview? He just kept saying, "I was livid."
Yeah.
Like we get it, fam. You were livid. I was livid.
And it's good. Well, I hate to tell you this, but next year is also going to be a little bit of an issue because there's going to be if they go back to a normal schedule, then that means it's going to be a shortened off season again, and so it's going to be compressed schedule, compressed off season, not as much recovery time, et cetera, et cetera.
Peter, I just hope that if the Grizzlies make the playoffs, I'll be excited. If they don't, I'll be down. But all I want this offseason from the Grizzlies is an offseason where guys are able to get in the lab, able to work on their games, and not recovering from injuries. Like, I joke about the whole Jaren thing, but seriously, I just want this to be the offseason where Ja can play, Jaren can play, they can play together, they can work on stuff together. You know what I mean? Justice can play, not, we're looking at he'll be back. No, I want them working on skills, adding something else to the game in the offseason. So that's more important to me than anything, like making a play. I honestly, inside of me, I don't care if we make the playoffs until we got full arenas anyway. Because that's the playoff experience I want. I don't want virtual games. So, yeah. If it's this year or next year, I don't care. But next year, we need to be – I don't want to hear what's the point of playing them? I mean, no, there is a point in playing them. I don't want to hear that next season at all. I'm headed to Sheridan while Luka's still in town. I heard he's going to pull a double.
Why he's still in?
I don't know, man. After the way you've talked about him, I'm not sure he's going to give you that same
that man
concrete deal that you got earlier on. I don't know if he's going to give you that.
That Wedding Cake concrete used to be so good, man.
I think I'm gonna pull a Shams and just tweet that this man retired, and not like
even,
tweet the
just retweet
not
him.
picture anything out. How many times do we need the retweet of just retweet the man's thing and just be done with it? How many times do we need this? Just what do we?
Official statement from Lamar. Yeah, that's what he did.
The
5 minutes ago.
The cloud. I'm gonna take a quote from this and put it in that. Stop it. Man did 2 tweets before he hit the full. Good Lord. What are we doing? Congratulations to LaMarcus Aldridge for a great career. Wish him
for sure,
health and happiness in his rather immediate retirement.
Great matchups between him and Zebo over the years. Yeah.
Yep. It was a pleasure for them to have been eliminated by the Grizzlies in the playoffs.
Yes, for sure. Breaking up their team that year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
About to hit this road,
forcing
fam.
them to be traded. That's exactly right. Safe travels, my friend.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk to you when you're in Chicago in the Family Leisure Studios North in the morning. Everybody, have a great Thursday coming up next. Middays.